out the way, bitch, get out the way. I said move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Whoa. Oh no, the fight's out. Whoa, whoa. I'm about to punch the lights out. Whoa, whoa. Get the fuck back, guard your grill. There's something wrong, we can't stay still. I've been drinking and busting too. Busting too. And I've been thinking I'm busting you. Busting you. Upside your motherfucking forehead. Yes, Lord. Upside your motherfucking forehead. And if your friends jump in, oh, girl, there'll be more dead, causing confusion, disturbing the peace. It's not an illusion, we run in the streets. So bye-bye to all you groupies and gold diggers. Is there a bumper on your ass? No, nigga. I'm doing 100 on the highway. So if you do the speed limit, get the fuck out of my way. I'm DUI, hardly ever caught sober, and you about to get ran the fuck over. Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. I said move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way. I said move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Move. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These motherfuckers on the road, where the hell they learn to drive? Jive turkeys at my job, about to get a cool, cold, mean five. Should've took the day off, might slap my boss. My own damn kids pissing me off, as if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle, fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up, I'm fed up, I'm fed up. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bartender, don't you see me waving you down? This guy came after me, I was here first, but you serving him rounds. No, I bought the Uber here, my friends expecting me to buy it back. Tomorrow morning, I better get a cash out, or every last one of you motherfuckers getting slapped. Bet that. Whoa, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woke up this morning with these thoughts in my head. The world would be better off if I just stayed my ass in bed. Whoa, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good morning, good evening, good night, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give me one or two down in the listening lounge if you folks can hear me. Let me get a one or a two before we get this thing started here. Let me get a one or a two there. Hey there, Candy Cane Lane, ABT, how you doing? Star Shine, hello, how you doing? I see you, a couple of you folks down in there. Y'all give me a one or a two if you can hear me. Give me a hey, purified by spirit, how you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. Y'all can hear me. Good enough then, good enough. Well, y'all see what it is. So let me go ahead and put it on the screen. I forgot to do that earlier. This is what we're going to talk about today. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, I like to call them the loose nigga roundups. This one is starting off with your boy Chaotic Truth. He's been on my radar for quite some time. You see what the thing here says? He's debating some guy named Franck Zanu, Dave Anderson, Chaotic Truth Debate the Victimhood of Black Culture. Looked at a few of his uploads. How do I start this? I could have came on there quite angry. I could have jumped on here and started calling you loose niggas a bunch of names. But I think what I'm going to do is try and educate y'all. First and foremost, this business of black folks never did anything, never made anything, or that black folks didn't try and escape from slavery and all that other shit, or in some cases slavery didn't exist, or black people are victims. The fuck y'all get that from? It's obvious you never talk to somebody that either lived in that era, or know someone who lived in that area. I don't see a whole bunch of black folks running around, except for in the YouTube streets, talking about black fatigue and black victimhood. Hey there, my grandmother's rebellion. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Come on in. I'm sipping on some coffee. Tried to calm myself down a little bit, but the more I think about these niggas and the audacity of this tether, this dude with black skin, and these folks with this foreign accent. I'm not saying that everything y'all say is wrong about black people, because there is some validity. Some of us are fucked up. That's just bottom line to it. It is what it is. Some of us do shit that we know we shouldn't do. Like put your kids on the screen while you in the background cursing, telling folks that slavery never existed. Like having 3 black daughters and saying that black folks, black women ain't shit. Like calling yourself the champion of black women, DJ Hamp, and putting up streams like black women ain't this, black women ain't that. And then some folks got the nerve to ask you, well, what business is of yours, Mr. DJ Music? It's all of my business. The same way it's y'all business to put out streams like that, it's my business to put out streams like this. How come nobody questions y'all folks when y'all sit there stream after stream, collecting super chat after super chat after super chat, disparaging us? Celebrated when black women lost their jobs. Got niggas running around here talking about you messing up the gene pool if you sleep with a white woman. Come to find out, this nigga got a white baby. Nigga got a white baby mama. Umar Johnson. Snow bunnies never. While he fleecing black women out every dime they could get. How long he been building this school? But let's bring it back here. Let's reel it on back into these niggas right here. Chaotic Truth. You've been on my radar for quite some time, my man. Some of the shit that you say is quite outlandish. Let me move this off the screen. I ain't gonna talk long. Yeah, you didn't know that APT? Jay Prince. He got a white baby mama. Yeah, he fucked around and fucked around and fucked around and fucked around and got wind and pissed off Taz. No. They got some pictures of Umar getting after the white girl. What's that? Let's see. My grandmother's brother, she said, I have some comments about your last stream. I would like for you to go through the core principles of leadership. Those principles actually mean didn't get around to commenting. All right, we can do that one day. I got a phone call. Let me put my phone on do not disturb here because I don't want to be disturbed. Yeah, but we can do that. There's, of course, being in the Marine Corps, there's the 14 leadership principles and traits that we as Marines we adhere to. It's kind of like our Bible. So yeah, we can do that one day. My grandmother's rebellion. Sure, if I have enough time, we can cover them today towards the end of the stream after I tighten these niggas up a little bit. But let me go and grab my first video here, folks. Now, this is the stream that actually caught my attention. I was going to really not talk too much about chaotic truth, but then I ran across this. I ran across this right here. Wait a minute. Where's it at? This. Yeah. Let me move this off the screen.
They hate the white man so much. But they live in this white man country. They work at the white man's jobs.
You know where my interest as a black man became piqued after traveling the world. When I began to hear the slogans we create, the narratives we create. Okay? I was speaking in Kenya on a university campus. One young man got up and told me how I missed the point about why Kenya is the way it is, and blamed the white man who came to take their culture and stop them from speaking their local languages and gave us Christianity. Oh, he went down the laundry list of things that happened to them and it's still happening. So I said, wow, you are a brilliant man. I've never met anyone who have made this list, but I have only one question. Why did it work? And that is what we refuse to ask ourselves. So we always say that they did this to us. They did this to us. But we never ask ourselves, why did it work? See, I've been to Caribbean.
Well, let me go ahead and say to whoever this guy is talking, I guess he's for new. Why did it work? There's several reasons to why it worked. And here's the first problem. I said I was not going to try and get upset about this, but I'm just going to go ahead because y'all folks like to get on these streams and say whatever the fuck you want about us, whatever you want to call me, foundational Black American, a descendant of slavery, black man, Negro. Y'all like to come over here with your fucking accents and tell us what we didn't do without doing your homework, without looking at all the different slave uprisings. But look at all the different things that even after slavery, all the different things that the United States of America, this world really couldn't do without, if it not been for the minds of black men and women. Not from your country, from here. Y'all niggas was over there living in grass huts, sweeping your floors with ostrich feathers before you came over and found out what a broom was. I'm not saying all of Africa is like this, but when you come over here and you talk shit about the silent generation, the baby boomers, and the generation after that saying that we didn't do anything, I got a problem with that. The mere fact that I am talking to you right now through this apparatus called the internet should have shut all of y'all up. The mere fact that this thing that they call man going to the moon, if it not been for the brilliant mind of a black woman, the mere fact that all you folks that have cancer has been treated came from the cells of one black woman called Henrietta Lacks. This is not shit that I have to go look up. This is shit that I know. The stoplight, open heart surgery, all those were created by what y'all so-called say black foundational black Americans, American descendants of slavery, whatever label you want to call it. However you want to look at it. And for y'all to come over here from another country, get yourself comfortable, make you some money, and then come and tell us we're lazy? How the fuck you think you're able to make this money? How the fuck do you think that you're able to come over here and make the kind of money and live the kind of life that you live? It's obvious you couldn't live it in your country. You wouldn't be here.
I've been to many cities in the United States. I've lived in the UK. I've seen blacks in the UK. I've seen black in China. I've seen blacks in almost every corner of the world. And I've seen blacks in the America and on the continent. And everything we are describing is uniform about us. You really think that the largest number of people on earth in terms of countries, 54 in one continent, about 10 or 13 in the Caribbean, black groups in the UK, in China, in America, and we are all suffering that psychological warfare and responding to it for years? Nothing in the world, use any probability, has ever tossed a coin and it fell on its head 9 times out of 10. Impossible. We need to re-examine us as black people. What is it? And it's nothing we are saying. Because if it is true, then there's something really wrong first with us. Let me tell you something. Korea, nobody. It's a miracle that Korea is what it is today. It is the only country in the world, or in Asia, let me just speak, that has never waged war. They call them Pakachon, inferior, by the Japanese, but Mongolians, Chinese. They were bullied and they were invaded, colonized, tortured for hundreds of years.
Okay, well, explain North Korea. It's their own kind that has them in bondage. Explain the difference between North Korea and South Korea, sir. Explain how a North Korean person could not move around his country the way he wants to. Explain if he says something against his government that him and his family might be summarily put to death. Explain how in some other parts of the country where it's not black people that you can't speak out against the government. What you mean Korea has never waged war? The mere fact that there's a South Korea and a North Korea says different. But y'all like to get on here and talk shit that you don't know about. I'm not saying that Korea went out and attacked somebody. But the main reason that there's a North Korea and a South Korea is because them two factions of Koreans didn't get along with each other. Like the Hatfields and the McCoys. Y'all know who that is, right? Hatfields and McCoys are one of the oldest feuds in American history. They still killing each other to this day over nothing. Matter of fact, they made all kinds of movies about the Hatfields and the McCoys. It's another thing that America does that you folks that come over and talk about what black folks don't do. Name me, sir, name me somebody great from this generation right now. Name me somebody great from this generation, from the 1990s on, that shook the world with something that they did. Name me somebody other than a basketball player, a football player, or other than Judge Jackson, Kenji Jackson Brown. Name me somebody else that's put some kind of contribution that y'all say that black folks don't do, that the old generation didn't do. Name me one. All so-called y'all great enemies, like my man said the other day, the worst generation of black folks came from the 60s on up. Well, name me somebody great from your generation. Name me Ben Crump, Ambulance Chaser. Name me one. Can anybody think of somebody great now that was born in the 1980s or the 1990s that shook the world to its core, that changed the course of black history in some way, shape, or form? Judge Joe Brown? Who? But I can go back to the 60s, I can go back to the 70s and start ripping off the names of black men, black women, black teenagers that made a difference in the world. Not only in the United States, in the world. With their music, with their art, with their brain, and with their inventions. Name me something somebody's invented in from the 1990s on that's black, that y'all keep saying that y'all so great about.
Why didn't it work on them? The Jews went into slavery, the globe, 4,000 years in the diaspora. In Egypt, in Baghdad, which was formerly Babylon. When they were in Europe, what was the name the Aryan race through the Nazi organization said they were? Jews are inferior. It's what they said over and again to German kids. When they arrived in America, Sammy Davis had a joke. He said he was getting on the bus in Montgomery. The driver told him to get to the back of the bus. He said, "No, you don't understand. I'm a Jew." He said, "Oh, get off the bus then." In 1977, a black man bought a home in Westport, Connecticut, before a Jew. Jews were not allowed to rent or buy a home in Greenwich, in Westport, in Darien.
Well, again, they're coming over here with this shit that they don't know about. First of all, the reason why Jews were easily assimilated into American culture is because they look like them. There's nowhere that I can go in the United States of America and can convince someone that I'm not a black man. Absolutely not. My skin tells you exactly who I am. No bank, no lunch counter, no nothing could confuse any black man back in the 60s, 70s, 80s that he was something different than he was. Even Sammy Davis Jr., as great as an entertainer he was, ask him how many times did he have to go through the back door before he got on the stage at these different places in Las Vegas in the Cotton Club and entertained the white masses. Sir, Mr. Bojangles.
There's a story Donald Trump had to build the first golf course when he became aware that Jews and blacks were not allowed to play in golf courses. Jews had it tough in this country through redlining, where they were not allowed to set up businesses, so they were forced to converge and start loaning to themselves from within. It didn't happen to them 4,000 years, longer than we were enslaved or colonization. So the question you need to ask is,
did you forget that a lot of the Jews, that once they found out they were descendants of those folks, unfortunately, of what happened over there, that the United States of America gave them, dare I use this word, reparations? Whereas when they ended slavery, they didn't give black people any money. They promised them 40 acres and a mule. They didn't give them land. They didn't give them a generous bank account. They didn't give them grants to go to school. So that's why the Jews was able to assimilate and collect and be a collective. Once they identified themselves, whatever Hasidic Jew or whatever Jew, that's when they started having the problems with white America. But as long as they identified themselves as white Americans, be honest. Right now, you see 5 folks walking down the road. 4 of them's white and 1 of them's black. How many of them folks you gonna say, he must be Jewish? I don't think you can until they tell you. Now, there's some folks that have the Jewish look about them. I will agree with that. Yes, I know somebody gonna say it. Well, you can look at some folks and tell they're Jewish. Yeah, if they have their yarmulke on, if they have that Hasidic beard grown, yeah, you can definitely tell that they are of the Jewish faith. But a lot of these folks walk around with just regular haircuts, regular pants and shirt. It's easy for them to walk into a bank and say, hey, my name is Charlie so-and-so.
They did all these things against us. Why did it work?
Great.
Let me give you one thing to the response I said earlier. Why African Americans didn't leave after slavery. Not because there was no place to go to. That is completely a lie. Ask yourself, the Ashantis knew that they were the most powerful.
Ask yourself, anybody right now, go to the airport and say you're going somewhere. Go to the airport and tell them you just want to get on a plane going anywhere in the world. We can go back to the time of J. Edgar Hoover. Damn near any black person that flew was subject to what? Scrutiny. Where you going? Matter of fact, not any black person. Matter of fact, anybody can go to the airport right now and you are subject to scrutiny. Number one, you're going to get searched. They already know where you're going. They already know when you're coming back. And you're talking about going to where? Where you going to go to? If you were born in the United States of America as a foundational black American or a descendant of a slave, what country you're going to go back to? The Irish had the old country that they called it. The Sicilians had the old country as they called it. The Latinos had their old country that they go back to. But the only thing that we could think of is, we got descendants from this place called Africa. That's where our ancestors came from. We are where we belong. We were born here. We are native to this region. Long before y'all thought slavery was here, there were already black folks in this area. Long before Christopher Columbus, long before Americus Vespucci, long before all of this, there are already black people here. Why? If you put a boat in at the coast of Africa, even without motor, if you just have a sail and you catch the jets, eventually, like driftwood, it's going to drop you off in 3 places on the East Coast. Somewhere in Texas, somewhere in Florida, or somewhere in the middle. If you're lucky, you might float upstream a little higher, a little bit more, and end up in Nags Head, North Carolina, or someplace in Virginia. But where you going to go to, folks, and how you going to get there if you don't have boats, if you don't have planes? Remember, the majority of slaves, once they were free, had nothing but the clothes on their back. You had physical folks that went around and that recorded the folks that are newly freed slaves and asked them. One lady said in particular, I think her first name is Georgia. Georgia said, they just turned us out like cattle. Master came and said, one day we was all free, and they just turned us out like cattle. You free to go where? You free to do what?
Powerful tribe in Ghana, followed by the Airways, the Gans, the Chuis, Akwamus, everybody. They knew that they didn't form the country Ghana, that they were forced, okay? But it came to an end. For Ghana, 1957. Why didn't they go back to become the individual tribes they were? Was anybody there telling them you can't? No. Do you know why they stayed as a country?
Why?
They were attracted by the blame the colonial left behind. The roads, the hospitals, the schools, the post office, the fire department, the bus.
Once again, where do you think the idea of these hospitals, these schools, the plants, and all these different things that you're trying to contribute to white industrial America, where do you think those ideas came from? The plant itself came from George Washington Carver, not because of the plant was a building. No, they called it the plant because of the different experiments. Common knowledge. I hope you ain't got a PhD, because I would be embarrassed that this lonely old Marine can talk to you like this. You're speaking from what somebody told you. You're not speaking from facts. Whatever your name is, Dr. Zunga, or whatever the fuck your name is, catch a boat. Get the fuck on up out of here. The more you talk, the more I'm madder I'm getting.
With air conditioning from London, imported to their country, the railway lines, all the beautiful things. Why didn't you live here? It's not because you don't know where to go. It's because you didn't hate the white man and you weren't afraid of him.
I think you're eliminating the fact that we built blood, sweat, tears, deaths,
so much. We the biggest innovators. We built America. Why give up everything we built? America wouldn't exist off the pains and struggles of Black Americans.
I look at this culture and I get sick to my stomach, KJ. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I get sick to my stomach.
You ought to.
We are a culture of liars. We are not global trendsetters. We are not making an impact on a global stage. And I wish that we would stop lying to ourselves. And that's something that Tariq and these foundational Black Americans do.
Okay.
They lie so much.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Still.
Okay. Let me pause that right there. And let me go grab something else here. 1 second. I'll be right back. Y'all hold on just a second. Let me go grab something else here. Where is it at? Where is it? Okay.
What if I told you that some of the most important inventions you use every single day were created by Black inventors whose names were deliberately erased from history? I'm talking about the traffic light that kept you safe this morning, the GPS that got you where you needed to go, the blood transfusion that might have saved your life or someone you love, even the peanut butter in your kitchen cabinet. These inventions didn't just appear out of nowhere. They were created by brilliant Black minds who faced racism, discrimination, and systematic erasure. Their patents were stolen, their names were removed from textbooks, their contributions were credited to white colleagues. But today, we're setting the record straight. We're going to tell you about 10 Black inventors whose revolutionary creations changed the world and whose stories were deliberately silenced. If you're ready to learn the real story behind the inventions that shaped modern life, smash that like button and subscribe for more hidden.
Well, there you go, Chaos. Automatically, in less than 5 minutes, I debunked everything that you're about to say. Because my man just said worldwide. Everything that you're about to say that was in that video is on a worldwide stage, folks. It affects not only the folks here in the United States, it affected everybody around the globe, global. But you just heard this man say it's lies. It's lies. A fucking tether.
Shipping and logistics, aeronautics, rocketry. That's real industry. Niggas talking over a mic is nothing. The planet will go on without.
Nigga, you talking over a mic. Niggas talking over a mic. Again, Chaos. How are you able to talk over that mic? From the very minds of the people you're trying to shit on. Go look at who created fiber optics and how information was able to transfer in such a rapid speed. Didn't come from the mind of, as y'all say, white folks. And what pains me more, what bothers me to the least bit, and it's simply because I don't do it, when I see women on the panel agreeing with Chaos. That eats me up more than anything else because the nature of me will not allow me to check these chicks.
Rap. And you see a lot of foundational Black Americans, man, particularly in Tariq's space, they lead off on that. Oh, we changing. Oh man, I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Rap could go away tomorrow. This planet will still spin.
Okay, if rap went away tomorrow, what do you think white folks will be listening to? The number one consumer of rap music is young white male teenagers. Dummy. That's fact. The number one consumer of rap music is not Black folks. It's young white teenagers between the ages of 14 2020.
This planet will still spin. We are not the leaders in industry. We are not the leaders in system. We're just not.
You don't just give that up. We also, if with asking your question, we do also ask, why didn't Africans or other Caribbean people or other nations join us and make us a bigger nation in America? We built it. Everything came off our death. And every time we created something big, it was destroyed, burned down.
Like where?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
No,
wait. I got this one. Don't worry. Wilmington, North Carolina, Eatonville, Rosewood, Tulsa, Philadelphia, Chester, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, North Carolina,
Black Wall
Beaufort,
Street
South Carolina,
in Jersey.
Yeah, you know, there were plenty of places. We get to perform. We do not get to collect. We get to put it out. They get to produce it and decide the message that goes out into the world.
Yeah, business works like that, of course. I remember long back that we were dancing to Nat King Cole, we were dancing to Ella Fitzgerald, we were dancing to Satchmo, we were dancing to, Herbie Hancock and all these black people.
Yeah.
You understand? And there was no violence and dirty language in it, but it was the same producers. In fact, back then, you can say there was no bad boy.
Hey there, Naira Vox. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Listen, I see again, when confronted with actual facts, like right now, I don't know how many of you folks have ever been to Lake Lanier, Oscarville. That was an entire black town. Right here, Latson, South Carolina, not too far away from me, was an entire black town. There's proof of what folks say, that when black folks given the opportunity to get their own, make their own, produce for themselves, white jealousy, white greed, white rage finds a way to tear it down. Every year, Candy Cane Lane, every year somebody dies at Lake Lanier. Every year, mysteriously. That's the ancestors, as they say, snatching them up under that water. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Well, hey there, Tiff. I didn't know that was you. I see you changed the name a little bit. Okay, I got you now. I was wondering who you was. Thank you for coming in. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? But again, I'm going to keep my composure, folks. I'm going to be cool. Because the best way to combat ignorance is with calmness. Let's continue.
There was no death row. There was no Young Money. Now you have it, and you're still writing the bad lyrics. This is what I understand about a culture. Cultures have gatekeepers. Did you wear the t-shirt? Did you dance with the song? Did you buy it? Did you allow him to remain in your neighborhood? Well, you promoted it. So don't blame the guy over there. If you're going to sell your dignity, as you said, so your lyrics can sell, well, you choose, because you don't have a culture that has a gatekeeper. But I promise you one thing, the people I have lived among in Asia, they will never let you back again into the community if you're going to sing songs about our women that way or make videos with our women. Didn't you allow it?
Okay, sir. Again, the rap culture is just a small microcosm of who we are. Do you understand that? If you focus on the dirt, you're going to find it. You're going to find what you're looking for. If you're looking for a reason to be mad at someone, or if you're looking for a reason to say someone didn't do something, that's easy to find. Are you telling me there's no jazz artist that you could go listen to? Are there no R&B artists that you could go listen to? There's no neo soul artist that you could go listen to. There's no black opera that you could go listen to. It's obvious you focusing on rap because it suits your narrative. Not all rap is fucked up. And again, some of the nastiest songs in the world, Candy Cane. There's a song by Benny Mardones from the 1980s. It was the #1 on the charts. If I Could Fly, I'd Take You Into the Night. This was a song about a grown man sneaking into some 16-year-old girl's window in the middle of the night, swooping her up, having his way with her, and bringing her back to her parents without nobody knowing. Y'all want to talk about rap and the fucked up way that has to, yes, it does have an effect on us, but you got to look at some of the songs. Kiss, there was a song called Beth. Everybody think it was a song about his daughter, saying that him and the boys gonna be out playing all night, so he ain't got time to fuck with his children. One thing about someone like me is I relate to music so much that I could almost pick a song for every damn thing that I talk about. So I know when you start want to comparing rap lyrics to some of the other shit that's out there. Smells Like Teen Spirit. The 27 Club. Who are the most predominant members of the 27 Club? If y'all know what the 27 Club is, it's for those folks that were in the music or industry like that died at the age of 27. The most reputable person in that 27 Club of black folks is Jimi Hendrix. The majority of them are white men. Why don't y'all talk about that and the effect that rock and roll has on that community? Chaos. Hey, what's up there, Bruce? How you doing? How you doing, good brother? It's a bunch of them, right, Bruce?
Did. So I don't like to blame who produced.
Our main thing, at least the foundational Black Americans that I deal with, are more about making sure that America's promise is held for everybody. And I think a lot of times people get foundational Black Americans confused with Pan-African. That's a completely different type of situation, you know, where it's like, yeah, we're a part of the diaspora, but we're talking about American. Even the flag isn't red, black, and green. The flag is red, white, and blue.
Well, there's some of the things that he said that I could absolutely agree with. That as a community, as a culture, we've got some growing to do. And we can't look outside of our community for a lot of that growing. A lot of that depends on us. The part about the reparations, though, that's a harder sell. Unless we go back to the beginning of the chain and demand reparations from the ancestry nations that put us in cages and sold us from the sand, the Caribbean nations where slave ships stopped, and some people got off and some people did not, it's much more difficult. And then, of course, as we were talking about earlier, how do you tell who's FBA and who's not? Who's going to make that decision? If you are, let's say, one quarter, your grandparent, one Black person in your family was a grandparent, then everyone else is Asian, let's say Filipino. Let's just pull that out the sky. Do you get lesser of a share? How does that break down? Where are we with that? How do we determine what this trillions of dollars is going to look like? Are we talking about cash? Are we talking about tax breaks? Are we talking about education? What does this actually look like?
The FBAs under the direction of Tariq Nasheed are pretty much imbeciles who are highly irrational, highly emotional, and Tariq is definitely grifting. He's exploiting the emotions of people who are pretty ignorant, and he's doing a very good damn job at doing it, especially with his 3 o'clock in the morning late night tap-ins. The FBAs are a cult. It's a cult. It's a cult movement, and it's becoming a very dangerous cult. And I'm gonna get into the reparations thing in a minute, but it's a very dangerous cult. These people don't respect the First Amendment. These people don't respect the founders and what the founders and what this country.
Okay, let's talk about the founders. Since they say we don't respect the founders didn't respect us, because if you go look into the Constitution that you're about to reference to, it still has us as 3/5 of a human. The founders could have abolished slavery long before that Constitution was written, but they chose not to. Slavery was abolished technically in 1807 by the British. America followed suit in 1808, but still, the last slave was not free in this country to what? 1865. Why don't y'all spout these things here? What is this business of always trying to make black folks look like shit? Especially when you look like us. Although you are a tether, no one would know if I saw you walking down the street that you came from maybe Nigeria or someplace like that. Yes, there's some phenotypes that you can tell they came from Africa, but you look like you from Cincinnati, nigga. We're gonna get to that. You look like you from the Natty. We're gonna get to that. Somebody put your business in the street a while ago. We're gonna get to it. You up there making yourself like you educated, like you above all this shit that you're talking about. I'm about to break some shit out to you. Does the name fighter complex mean anything to you? Huh? It should. Did a stream about you. We're gonna get to it. I know you're in the clouds. Don't fall out yet.
Country is really done for blacks that no other country has really done for any, to be honest with you, most people. Now, in terms of reparations, I will agree. Yes, reparations are owed, and they should have been paid out and divvied out to the actual victims. Those would have been the individuals who were actually enslaved on the plantations. There should have been a census taken of the actual individuals that actually were on plantations. Reparations can be tricky. That's why commissions need to be formed, because a lot of Black Americans who have lineage going back hundreds of years in this country, they weren't enslaved. Most blacks weren't enslaved. Most blacks, I would even argue half the blacks in the country back then were probably free men and free women.
You was out your fucking mind. See, this is what I'm saying. This is the kind of shit that I'm saying. Now, y'all just heard me say from 1808 to 1865, there was no such thing. There were few and far between a free man. Maybe you ain't never watched the movie 12 Years a Slave. Maybe you've never watched the movie, what is that? What Truman called the greatest cinematic movie of all time. Maybe you've never watched, not Truman, but whatever his name is. Maybe you've never watched The Birth of a Nation. It's easy. Y'all making this as hard as it has to be. The same way that white folks can put themselves on the dolls rolls and become a $5 Indian, it's the same way. But let me tell you what it is about reparations. Why black folks will never get reparations. This is only my opinion, because America, white America, would have to come to a reckoning with themselves first and admit the fact that they treated black people wrong in this country, and they're not going to do that. Reparations itself means to repair something, and the only way you can repair it is to recognize what you broke. And you think America, as what we see right now coming from the Trump regime. We just seen Donald Trump just a couple days ago saying no more days off for Martin Luther King's birthday, no more days off for this, no more days off for that. We just saw Donald Trump and his regime remove all kinds of black greatness, threatening different institutions that point out the ills of slavery, that pointed out the ills of Jim Crow, that pointed out the ills of redlining. And that's why I say it's easy for niggas like you to come on these panels and talk the way you do, because without folks like me, y'all would get away with this shit.
I do believe that if reparations are paid out and you can actually trace the lineage to an exactitude, I would say $2 million over the course of 20 years in terms of payouts. And what I mean, $2 million in its totality, paid out over a 20-year course, maybe 25 years. But KJ, this is what I would say.
Okay, let me touch on that. Hey there, Black Proud. How you doing, good brother? Listen, let me touch it. There's enough money in the military budget right now, folks. The budget that's in the trillions of dollars that's in the military budget. if the United States of America wanted to pay every black person reparations, whether they could prove their lineage or not, it would not hurt them. Why? Because the United States of America is one of the few civilized countries that you can walk into a bank at 12 o'clock, broke it and fuck, and by 2 o'clock be a millionaire. Because our money is not backed on anything. It's printed. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by no precious metals, no nothing. Nothing.
When we get done paying your black asses, can I use asses for a minute? When we get done paying your black asses, no more cries of victimhood, no more cries of oppression, no more of this. We was enslaved and shit. None of that. No more. It's tiring listening to foundational black Americans, and it's tiring listening to blacks. Period. At this point, there's this fatigue that even blacks like myself are, and I'm about to land the plan on long-winded, but there's this fatigue, and a lot of blacks, a lot of whites, and a lot of people are tired of this trauma bonding narrative. Everybody on the planet, their ancestors, their grandfathers, forefathers have been through something.
Schools only teach about the transatlantic slave trade. They don't teach that there was slavery in the Ottoman Empire, that it lasted for 600 years and 5 to 10 million people were enslaved. That they not...
Okay. Well, folks, throughout the history of mankind, there's always been some form of slavery. That's a given. But the slavery that we're talking about here, this cattle slavery, this shit, I heard Angry Man say one time that antebellum slavery was better than regular cattle slavery. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a fuck where you are in this country, where you lived at. You cannot compare the slavery that went on over there to the slavery that went on there. Because without slavery, America would not exist. You can say what you want to. Without slavery, America would not exist. And I'm not talking about slavery from the Irish. I'm not talking the contributions of the Jewish community. I'm not talking about the communion of the Japanese community. I'm not the Chinese. I'm talking about black people, the slavery of black people, to where you can go to Wall Street, where you think it's one of the most prestigious places in the world. But below in them caverns, that's where the first people were sold at. That's what Wall Street is based on, selling people. That's a question that they will not ever ask their citizenships. They never ask that question. Why don't y'all build up your other place? Instead of coming to America, Akeem, we're going to Queens to find my bride. Why don't y'all over there and fix up what's going on over there? Because I remember as a kid, the worst commercial I used to see was them kids with the big old bellies, the flies on their nose. None of them said these folks live in Kansas. Now I had to get to the point to where I was older in life to start figuring not all of Africa is like that. I tried to give you Africans the benefit of the doubt. But when y'all come over here talking shit like that to us, I got to start talking shit back. One of the worst things that you could call a kid back in my day was an African booty scratcher. That means we picked up a little African, a little pygmy, and used him as an ass scratcher. That's what it means. I wasn't scratching my own ass. I was using a little pygmy African to scratch my ass. For 19 cents a day, you too can charge a whole family. They didn't do that in the Philippines. I never seen a commercial for the Philippines. Never seen a commercial for Chinese. Never seen a commercial. I only saw commercials for black children in Africa needing our help. I remember as a young boy, what can I do, Mom? What can I do? I know I don't have much, but can I send them some of my money? Can I send them this little money I made? But right now, sympathy's in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. Which one you want? Coming over here trying to tell us we ain't shit and you left your country. You left your country to come over here and make a better life for yourself. Instead of congratulating, you try to shit on us. Instead of thanking us for the accomplishments that we put in so your black ass could come over here and do better, you come over here and try and tell us what we did wrong. Fuck all the shit we did right.
Not only enslaved men, but the most valuable slaves were women, because sexual slavery was not only permitted, but it was institutionalized in the Ottoman Empire. So they would
fuck the Ottoman Empire. We're talking about the breeding farms right here in South Carolina. But you be safe out there on the road. Hands on the wheel, to 3 and 6 and 9. All right, make sure keep your eyes on the road now. I won't try to say nothing to distract you. All right, I'll try and keep it clean. But going back to South Carolina, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, breeding farms all over the place. Young girls, 11, 12, 13 years old. Breeding farms. And they just snatched up our women, snatched up our young girls. And what were they trying to do? They knew it was easier, just like the cattle. Let me get us black stud and go and impregnate as much as I can. Have these little, as they called them back in these days, little pickaninnies. I ain't got to buy them no more. I got enough slave girls to where I can have one black stud impregnate all these different baby mamas. But that wasn't going on in America. It was only going on in the Ottoman Empire. And you always say, why you bringing up that? Why y'all bringing up something so old? Why y'all got to bring up something so old to try and curtail what we said, what we're talking about? Why you got to bring up the Central Europe? It says it right there in the title. White folks.
get many of their slaves from Central Europe, many of their slaves from the Balkans, and they would enslave Hungarians, Russians, Ukrainians, which is why the word slave comes from Slav. And why don't schools teach about the trans-Indian slave trade, which lasted for over 1,200 years and enslaved 4 to 10 million people? Or the trans-Saharan slave trade, which lasted for over 1,200 years and enslaved...
Well, if they didn't teach you, how the fuck would you know about it?
9 to 7...
Somebody put the information out there. Information don't come to you. You got to go get it. Success don't come to you. You got to go get it. You got to go get it, sir. That's how you're able to put it, your critique, because somebody put the information out there for you to find one day.
17 million people, all of which ended, ready for it, not before, but long after the North Atlantic slave trade. And yes, chattel slavery was practiced in all of these places. In fact, in 1776, the majority of countries in the world practiced chattel slavery. And where Europe and the United States were early in abolishing slavery, it went on much longer in the Middle East, in Africa, and in places like China, Thailand, and Mongolia. And if you went back to 1776, you would find 90 to 95% of the countries in the world practiced slavery. And that had been the norm for thousands of years. And the United States of America banned slavery in 7 states when the rest of the world had only banned it in 7 countries. And the reason this is...
Okay, they might have banned it, but they still allowed the practice of it. They might have banned it. They might have said, no, let's not do slavery, but they allowed it to continue. None of the slaveholders got arrested. None of the slave masters got beat, not jailed. As a matter of fact, they made this thing called the Casual Killing Act because of why? because the white slave women, the white slave masters women got tired of seeing them little bad kids running around. So instead of just dealing with it, they was killing these kids. And something had to be done. So they made an act that said, you know what? I understand why you wanted to beat that child to death. So I'm gonna pass a law in the books that says that if the child says something to you or looked at you the wrong way, that exonerates you from beating that kid to death. Welcome there, Jesus King. I've never met you before, but welcome in. Let me read this. I understand your frustration. I know you see a lot of crazy stuff in Compton, bro. Love you. I've been around the world, and I've listen. Is there some things we need to fix in our communities? Absolutely, absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. Could I be one of them and point the finger and say this is what it is? I could do stream after stream after stream every day, 8 hours a day, like them. I could sit up here every day and say, hit that Cash App while I go find some more black woman fuckery for y'all to watch. I sure could. It's easy to do, but I choose not to. I hope that let me put this here. I hope that's what we should be doing. But unfortunately, I hate to use the old saying that crab in the bucket theory, but some of us don't like to see other of us succeed. And again, it's especially since we're all in the YouTube street, it's hard to see the forest for the trees sometimes. It's hard to see the good black folks from the fucked up black folks. How do you tell the difference? No, that's a dark crypto. That's unfortunately that's one of my faults. Everybody has done faults. Every once in a while, you will hear me stumble on my words. I've been doing it my entire life. It's not going to change because it's the first time I've seen you today. It's called a speech impediment. Some of us have it, some of us don't. Doesn't mean that my brain don't work. Doesn't mean I don't know right from wrong. That's the best critique that you have for me, that I stumbled on my words. Is that the best thing that you could come up with? Or would you prefer that I, as you would say, that I'll speak like a white person? No. Well, I'm going to say this. You hit on something that I've said to somebody else about. When you hear me stumbling my words, I'm trying to choose other words. I'm trying to be as respectful as I possibly can. So when you hear me stumble like that, there's some other words behind it that I had to block. Okay? So you did stumble onto something. When you do hear me stumble like this, I'm trying not to say what I really think, sir. Do you understand people pay me for my voice? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Niggas like me, it's bad for your health.
Everybody has gone through something. Nothing. What I want to do, KJ, is let these foundational Black Americans know how unimportant they are on a global scale. And until we realize how unimportant we are, we're never going to move forward. We're never going to move forward if we think that we are at the center of the universe, and we are not. I wish that a lot of these blacks would take maybe I shouldn't say that because I don't want to.
Well, again, it's one of those things. It's what you believe in. Now, they say that melanin is the source of everything. It's in everything. And it's more predominant in us. So why wouldn't we consider ourselves the source of the universe? That we are that universe. Melanin is everywhere. It shows up more prominently in us than anywhere else. Why? Because of the shit that's right here in front of you, that darkness of our skin. And you're absolutely right that one sphere I was being thoughtful. That's right. It's our superpower. See, some people know exactly what I'm talking about. Whether I stumble on my words or not.
Talk about that, but never mind. Well, I'll say it.
No,
I think
say it.
I think a lot of these blacks should take 7 grams of psilocybin mushrooms. A lot of these blacks need their ego destroyed. And I think that's what it takes, so that you realize that you are not that goddamn special on a global scale. You literally had the Japanese torturing Chinese in the 40s and the 50s. The Battle of Naysang. I can't think of the proper name right now. You literally have had all these things. You literally have had I had a friend of mine in elementary school. She was a Cambodian girl. Her mom had to escape Pol Pot. Her entire family was exterminated.
Okay, see, again, folks, hey there, Melanated Vessel, how are you? How are you there, Eli Eldritch? How are you? Nice to meet you, folks. Nice to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. I know he keeps saying these blacks, like, I don't know, maybe y'all just don't know it, but maybe y'all haven't listened to Nick Fuentes. Or maybe you didn't listen to Charlie Kirk when he was alive. He don't like you folks. He uses the word these you blacks or these blacks or those blacks. Donald Trump uses the words, look at my black African. Those are the words that you're speaking come directly from the mouth of the white supremacists. And since you like to bring up Tariq Nasheed's name so much, the dominant society, because that's what they are. They're not dominant because they're better. They're dominant because they outnumber us here in the United States. What's up there, Big J, Triple X? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in.
Under this maniac. So listening to blacks, I just want to scream sometimes. You know, I really do. And that's not really manly to do. Get these blacks reparations. Leave us alone. Nobody cares anymore. Take it. No more cries. No more of these stupid groups. No more respecting your culture in terms of that trauma bonding.
I mean, yeah, these blacks, last I checked, he looked black to me. That one. Number two, everybody's not crying victim, and I think sometimes listening is an amazing trait to have, especially, you know, God is perfect in his design. That's why he gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen twice as much as we speak. Never once did I say, oh, we need to, we's victims and we's got to make sure we gets everything from Papa government. I'm not on that. Full disclosure, again, I'm not hurting for bread and haven't been for quite some time. The truth of the matter is there are plenty of us who want to be left alone in order to build businesses, and we had a whole lot of issues with somebody cosplaying as a foundational Black American and saying, vote for me, I have an opportunity economy, and we can talk about what can be while being unburdened by what has been, and everybody let that broad slide. When nobody, regardless of whether or not we're these blacks or we need to take 7 grams of mushrooms, 6 geese laying, 5 golden rings, and 4 bumps of coke off the back of a daggone ass, the truth of the matter is we have allowed people to ride roughshod on our culture. Now, the other part of that is, if we're not so impactful globally, why is everybody cosplaying us?
Come on, if our global reach and our global impact is not as much as it is, as this brother says it is, why can you go throughout the world and find representations of us? Big J, I didn't know this guy Franck Zanu till today. I didn't know of him till today. I had no idea of who he was till today. It's hard. I heard him say it earlier there, HT Baldwin, that it was a cult that Black Americans are cults. But shit, I got to look at white America. If I look at all the different folks that's joined cults over the years, what was the folks that dressed up in white tennis shoes talking about the spaceships was coming to pick him up? I'm talking about, I know it was kind of a mixed group, but the majority of the folks in that cult of Jim Jones cult was white folks. If I want to talk about the Manson family, that cult, that was all white folks. If we want to talk about the Branch Davidian, 99.9% of them was cults. If we want to talk about cults, let's look up the cult we call MAGA. Make America Great Again. What part of America was it great? When was it great for black folks? The whipping post? Which part of it was it great? Redlining? Or maybe it was when our black children wanted to go to school. And we still see folks like Jerry Jones. Because remember, those kids were teenagers back in the 60s and the 70s. They were teenagers. They were the ones that were standing in front of the University of Georgia, the University of Alabama, or screaming at a high school saying, "We don't want to go to school with them ninjas." But yet y'all root for the Dallas Cowboys every fucking Sunday. Colin Kaepernick took a knee. That was his worst crime. But the NFL took him out. That's an easy argument, Big J. If America is great, I can tell you when they'll stop being great. When black people finally say fuck it. Remember the 60s boycott? Remember the lunchroom sit-in counters? Remember when the black dollars that they say that don't make a difference? Remember when we took that from them? Remember when we stopped riding their buses? Remember when we stopped catching their trains? Remember when we stopped eating their foods? Remember when we stopped going to their jobs? That's when America will stop being great, Big J. When we stop lending our accomplishments to the United States of America.
When you look at our music, when you look at our movies, if you look at the way that we walk, Black Americans in and of themselves are extremely powerful. The most, powerful folks in damn near every human endeavor. Muhammad Ali, there have been more books written about Muhammad Ali than there are Jesus Christ. That is a statistical fact. Last I checked, he was foundational. Michael Jackson, greatest performer in the history of sound. So to act like we don't have global impact or reach when everybody's acting like us, go to Indochina. Hell, go to Osaka, Japan, and you will see people cosplaying as black people.
I can tell you for a fact, I was in the military and I was in a club in Hiroshima. And I also was in a club in Tokyo. And every time I went to one of those clubs, what was the first thing you thought they asked me? Can you break dance? I was in the town in Copenhagen called Herning. The Sugar Hill Gang song had been out for years. Years. I'm talking about years, 10, 15 years easy. But because I knew the lyrics and I was dancing with someone who probably may have heard the song for the first time, they were amazed. Everywhere you go, you see our footprint. Whether it's a good footprint or a bad footprint, everywhere you go. You got some old white dudes over there right now busting in the rap game from what they learned here. But hold on, Big J. Let me get to that, Big J. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna cover that.
Got entire hair salons where they're trying to nap up their hair.
I would love to wake up, KJ, and it was a planet full of blacks just running things, building. Yeah. I would love to wake up, KJ, and it's black women just jogging outside at 5 a.m. because the black man has created such a secure and safe system where people won't even bother civilians. But we can't even get rid of our criminals, man, to be honest with you.
Okay, let's speak about
KJ,
this. See, this is another thing. Let's speak about the criminal element before I get to that, Big J. Now, if you look out through the history of white America, who are their heroes? Jesse James, Pretty Boy Floyd, Billy the Kid, Al Capone, John Gotti. The list goes on of criminals that they worship. Am I wrong? When they talk about what's his name, the computer guy, they say he ain't shit. He's a nerd. They talk shit about Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, but they revere Babyface Nelson, John Dillinger. Movie after movie about Charles Manson. Movie after movie about the Boston Strangler. Movie after movie about a man that went into the University of Florida and murdered 6 girls. So much so they loved him so much. There's women out there that tried to marry him. John Gainway. Well, how many movies have been made about that guy? And if you look at throughout history, if you look at the forefathers, hey, Shar, how you doing? If you look at the forefathers, weren't they criminals? Weren't they running? Weren't they running for something else? As they want to call them. Now, let me get to this. Well, Big J, the reason why I think most people look at the sports world, because it's global, it's universal. And I think so much so is, if you go back to the 1972 games, when that tragedy happened with the folks the hostages that got killed, and what the folks did that raised a hand in solidarity and the fist, all that was a time where sports made a difference. So that's why I think sports is so prevalent. For someone like Venus and Serena Williams, those folks are global names. Muhammad Ali, he's a global name. O.J. Simpson, global name. Magic Johnson, global name. Michael Jordan, global names. That's why sports is so prevalent when people try to talk about black people, because we dominate at it. That's why they talk about music so much, because we dominate at it. I'm not saying that we're the entirety of music as an invention, but the majority of the music that out there came from us. Few instruments here that came from the colonial Europe, instrument here, but for the most part, the music that we know came from the fields, the jazz music, the country and western music. That's why they focus on it so much, because that's our greatest, that's what they know about us. That's how they get in. That's how they infiltrate us. That's why it's so prevalent, brother.
I sit back and I see something brewing here. And it's something that is really bad with the foundation of Black Americans. These blacks don't understand the world, KJ. And the world is getting smaller. Mm-hmm. And you're going to see something in 4 years that's going to be so bad for a lot of these cult members. Their cries will not fall. Their cries are going to fall on deaf ears. People are going to openly laugh at them. I openly laugh at them. I go to those spaces to troll. I'm not going to lie to you. I get off on that. I ain't going to lie to you. Because they need to be trolled.
Why are we separating? Why are we doing this type of thing where we're all kind of like in boxes and we're trying to separate? Why are we just celebrating America?
Because these blacks don't want to celebrate America, KJ. These people are they to a degree, a lot of these people are anarchists. They don't respect the Constitution. They don't respect Western civilization. These people are anarchists. I have open death threats on my life from foundational Black Americans because I tell the truth about these Blacks. If you don't like this country, leave. If you don't like the First Amendment, leave. These Blacks, they're never.
Okay, again, another one of those white supremacist talking point. If you don't like the First Amendment, leave. Well, when does the First Amendment apply? When does your right stop? When is your right to holler the First Amendment? Should I wait till your threats become violent? Should I wait until you've called me the N-word enough? Should I wait until you have disrespected me enough to say, hey, damn your First Amendment rights? Let me pull out my Second Amendment right and use it on you? Should I wait till that long? What gives you the right to think that you could say anything about me as a Black man or as someone as a Black woman and then use it under the guise of free speech? Anything that's detrimental to someone's character, anything that puts someone there, anything that you use to disparage another person is not free speech. It comes with consequences. And sometimes repercussions.
Never gonna come together, KJ. You guys are wasting your time. See, I'm not. I'm free of niggas. I'm free of these people. I'm tired of them. And so I look at a people. They hate the white man so much, but they live in this white man country. They work at the white man's job. Ask these Blacks. Hey, Black, do you respect the white man? No, I don't respect the white man. You built everything. No, you didn't. KJ, if you left this country up to these foundational Black, this extremist organization, these niggas will turn, like where I live at, we have beautiful classical architecture is. They will turn, I live in Cleveland. They'll turn the Cleveland Art Museum into a abandoned building. They don't respect the white man's architecture. They don't respect anything white. They will do anything possible to destroy it. City after city after city after city, KJ. Look at Baltimore. Sorry. Just look at Baltimore, KJ.
I have headphones in, bro.
Okay, remember that he thinks someone put it in the chat room, and I meant to put right. He really thinks that he's above us. He thinks that he's better than us. I'm going to show you, you are the exact person that you're speaking of. You are the exact nigga that we're talking about. That's enough of that. Y'all watch this until I go find the next stream.
Trust me, by the end of the video, you'll never look at everyday objects the same way again. Let's dive into the top 10 Black inventors and inventions that were silenced. Garrett Morris, gas mask and traffic light. Who they were. Garrett Morgan was born in Kentucky in 1877, the son of former slaves. He moved to Cleveland with barely an elementary school education, but
Well, Chaos. Does this look familiar to you? Does this man look familiar to you? Y'all see the name of the stream right there? Well, the name of the title of this stream is Did a White Guy Expose Chaotic Truth? Now, you can't say that I'm doxing you, Chaotic, because this has been out there. You can't say that I'm putting your business in the street, because this has been out there for a minute. Somebody was nice enough to point me in the direction of it. But this has been out there for a minute, sir. So let me go over here and put something up right quick. Like, they call it fair use, nigga. Fair use. I'm not doxing you. I'm just reporting on a stream that I ran across. Fair use, Chaotic Truth. Since you like to punch down on niggas, as you called them. Let's see how much nigga shit that you've gotten into, because you like to call yourself an educator. I've heard you say that before, that you taught in schools. So you mean to tell me that you cannot control your temper, that you snatched up one of them kids? Doesn't say whether it was male or female, but it does say at some point in time, you as a substitute teacher, because you're running around telling people that you were a teacher. No, you were a substitute teacher. That means you didn't have a class. They called you when someone didn't show up or got sick or took vacation. You didn't have your classroom, so to speak. What happened? What happened? Did the little kid say something to you? Or was you fed up? I just want to know, because according to you and some of the streams that I've seen you on, this shit didn't happen. Someone made this up about you to discredit your smartness, your ability to articulate yourself, to try and bring you down to the level of loose niggas. Remember, I said it earlier, sometimes shit happens that you don't expect people to know about. I didn't have to dig far for this. It just fell in my lap. And oh, did it fall in my lap? This didn't fall in my lap today. This fell in my lap weeks ago. I just didn't have a reason to do it yet. But now, sir. Oh, by the way, John Galt, if you in the clouds, you next. You next, nigga. Taz got in your ass the other day, but I ain't gonna be nice like boss. I'm gonna get in your ass. I'm gonna roast you because you're supposed to be an elder, and that makes you twice as bad. That makes you worse. But let me move this off the screen now. And let me just make sure, because y'all going, let me put this on the screen, because y'all gonna hear him screaming in a little bit. He gonna be really mad. He gonna be upset that somebody put his business out there. Wasn't me, Chaos. Wasn't me.
What's going on?
What's up, fighter? How you doing, brother?
It is November the 20th.
November 20th.
2025.
Okay, so that established it. This came up. That established. That's important to the time and date. November. So here it is. It's December 10th. So this has been out for quite some time. So now you can't say Mr. DJ Music's going around doxing folks, because I'm not. This was already out there. This was already out there, bro. Now, Big J, my man. Let me stop this. Let me stop this just for a minute. Big J, I don't know if you're still down in the chat room or not. But let me speak to you directly for a minute, brother. You and I remember there's a time you and we kind of rocked with each other. And I always used to tell you, sometime, Big J, you can't win every battle. Sometime, Big J, it's best to just leave some shit on the table like the grocery store. Let somebody else deal with it. Now, in this case, I think you put your nose somewhere where it shouldn't belong, where it didn't belong. And somebody called you out on it. If I was you, I'd let the sleeping dog lie. I wouldn't go make any more streams about Taz. I would let that go. I would just really, that's just my honest opinion to you, brother. I would let the stream that you listened to today, I would just say, fuck it, chalk it up to, damn it, I should have known better. That's just my opinion to you, bro. But I'm gonna leave that there.
$25. Next week is Thanksgiving. And then the year's over. We're doing a live today about Chaotic Truth.
There it is.
And you know, Chaotic Truth is a funny guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What else you got for me?
Let's go, MXC.
All right.
Chaotic Truth is a funny guy.
Okay. But
and his channel is about race, politics, dating. He has a certain niche.
You're right. To the white folks, he appeals to them folks. I'll agree with that. You're right.
And his channel is all about debating, pretty much. Everyone is pretty much just debating. But it's entertainment. It is trashy. It's like a Howard Stern type show. But he just happens to be a Nigerian. So he covers the whole tether, FBA arguments, you know, stuff that we do over here too.
Okay.
So he's definitely entertaining.
Okay, your point.
And he has a lot of conspiracy theorists and interesting people that go on his panel. Right?
Shit stirs, in other words. Touch up the coffee a little bit there, man, if you don't mind.
And sometimes you have some characters there that will dox you because they get mad at you or they start hating on you. You know, YouTube is interesting. It's an interesting place. And he made a false claim.
Okay.
About Chaotic. Because, you know, Chaotic was a teacher, school teacher. So he tried to basically say that Chaotic was abusing a kid. You know, that's means for a lawsuit. You can't just speak negatively about people like that.
Yeah.
There's financial consequences, civil consequences for that.
Yeah, that's called defamation of character. If it's not
basically true. That's the premise of the live. But now the funny thing also.
Yeah, but it's defamation. It's defamation of character there, fighter complex. If he just puts out information about someone that's not true. But as you're going to go along in your stream, you're going to see that whoever reported on this white guy, this non-foundational black white guy, you're going to see that he has proof to back up what he's saying. So it's not defamation; this is actual and factual. Okay, so it's not truth. It's not untruth. What he's about to put out.
Shout out. Wait, let me see if I could airdrop this to my laptop real quick.
Okay. Where you find that? Let me move on.
Oh, right here.
Okay. I ain't want to see you on the screen there.
Okay. So, CT, he got kicked out of the school district for assaulting a child, and it might have been the day he called them monkeys. We don't know what the full story is, how it led to that assault. For people who don't know this, they can... excuse me, sir. Hold on. Let him talk. Let him defame my character. Yeah, well, it's a fact. It's a fact. No, it's not. It's not. Assault is
okay, there it is, folks. You heard him say it's not true. You heard him say it's not true. So now it's up to the person that's on this phone, this white dude that's on the phone, to say, hey, I have proof to what you're saying. I got proof that what you're saying, what I'm saying is true, and what you're saying is not true. The incident did happen. You did lose your teaching job because you assaulted a kid.
Removed from the teaching profession for physically grabbing a child by their hair. That's what it says. Sir, do I have an assault conviction? Can I finish?
Did I go to trial for assault, sir?
I know you were removed as a substitute.
Sir, how do you know that's true? What was the name of the school then, sir? What was the name of the school? Do you have verifiable evidence?
Ohio Board of
Do you have verifiable evidence to prove that?
Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
The full story.
Sir. Aren't schools supposed to be mandatory reporters of any type of abuse? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are they not supposed to be mandatory reporters? Are they not supposed to be mandatory state reporters? Are they not?
They are.
Okay.
So essentially, they're just going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
They're going back and forth about allegations that happened way back when.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And matter of fact, we're gonna Google those allegations.
Uh-oh.
Because Chaotic Truth was a teacher back in the day.
Okay. Easy to
School
find.
teacher.
Right. So you about to Google it?
And he was accused of something.
Yeah, we heard the white dude that he was accused of pulling some kid's hair.
Wait, let me find.
All right, what you looking for?
I had the website.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it already. You about to pull it up for us? What you got?
Sure.
You need some more time? I got some more juicy shit I can run across. You gonna pull it up? What happened?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. You found it? What you got, man?
Hold on 1 second.
All right. So how y'all doing down in the listening lounge while my man is doing this here?
So
Y'all check out the classic R&B jams. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Got different DJs.
So the white guy that's going at Chaotic.
Uh-huh.
The white guy that's going at Chaotic.
What's his name?
He's this, I guess, liberal type of dude. He used to be a teacher himself. He believes in gematria. Gematria is some crazy esoteric pseudo intellectual.
We ain't worried about the white dude. Get to the chaos.
It's part of legal too, because it's like scamming.
Okay,
it's a lot. The guy has a whole agenda out there.
Right, I heard about that. I heard about the scamming allegations.
That guy got a whole agenda out there.
Right, I heard about the scamming allegations. I couldn't confirm them, so I didn't know. I don't even want to get into that. But I heard there's a whole lot more shit that Chaotic Truth has done. The very thing, but the reason why I'm playing this, folks, this is not my business. But the very words that you're using, Chaotic Truth, about what black folks ain't doing or what black folks are, is what you are. You're violent. You're unemployed. You can't be employed sitting up at home live streaming for as many hours a day that you do. There's absolutely no grown man with a job can live stream as much as you do. So who's taking care of you? Is it your wife? Is you getting a check? Uh-oh.
Teaching for a physical.
Uh-oh. I moved too far. Hold on.
Gematria effect news.
Uh-oh. Let me give you a little preview. Little preview. Uh-oh.
So look, the dude, look, that's his page.
Look at that. Chaotic Truth. Look, again, this was in November, Chaotic. This was in November when somebody put out your information, sir. Not me, them. But the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because the shit that you talk about black people. Here you are, a tether coming over here contributing to the delinquency of the shit that you're talking about. I would have left you alone. I wouldn't have said nothing to you until I started listening to you again and heard how you disrespected me, my elders, my older siblings, my uncles, my aunts.
Gematria Effect .news. Gematria Effect News. Look, he has merchandise. It's a business.
So this is a legitimate business.
Teaching the people.
Uh-oh.
This shit is crazy.
Uh-oh.
So he's calling Chaotic Truth. Look right here. He's calling Chaotic Truth the Clayton.
Uh-oh. We don't go through all of that. I'm just going to put this part on the screen here. Chaotic Truth. Is any truth that this right here, what I see on the screen. But it says right here that you lost your teaching job and your teaching credentials because of what you did to a child. That you either pulled their hair, it doesn't mention the child, whether it was a male or female. But this is why you lost your teaching credentials. You're not that old. So something tells me that you weren't even had your foot in the door good first before you lost your job. You hadn't even really been, you wasn't even a seasoned teacher yet before you lost your fucking job. Count one. If this dude could find this, anybody can. This is public information.
Bigsby of the internet, and then that's his name, whatever. Fuck that, And he says he often brags about calling his students monkeys.
Any truth
and
to
it
that?
Turns out he was a substitute teacher, so he never really had a classroom. It also turns out he was kicked out of teaching for a physical altercation with a student, perhaps from calling them a monkey.
Now, some folks will ask. Some folks will say, "Well, some folks will say, why would you talk about that? Why would you bring that up and talk about chaos?" Because chaos, the reason why I'm using this white man as an example, because that's supposed to be your friend. That's supposed to be your buddy. This is who you say that we should adhere to. I'm trying to tell you again, those white men don't like you. They use you. You're the gateway into Black America. They use you as a mouthpiece to say shit that they can't say. Nick Fuentes told you that. You're a bottom tier Jason Whitlock. You're a bottom tier Stephen A. Smith. You're a bottom tier Candace Owens. Yeah, I know. Chaos, chaotic, they're one and the same, ain't they, Sharp? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm your brother. But that's why it's out there. That's why it's there. They don't like you. That's why he found it easy. That's why he found it easy to expose you, because they don't like you. Chaotic truth. If you want the truth, it's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it? That's the hardest pill to swallow, the fucking truth. Especially when it's coming from, because I know, just like Sotomayor gonna do, the first thing out your mouth is, this old motherfucker was over there talking shit about me. Don't call me no motherfucker, all right? But this old possibly baby boomer, possibly so-and-so grandpa, whatever, because that's all y'all got on me. It's so-called that I'm old. It's you older than somebody, nigga. It's somebody older than you. Well, that's what he did. I don't go into very much detail, but the crust of it is that H.T. Baldwin, that he was violent with a child. He went to a review board, and the review board snatched his credentials, and they fired him. But he's still running around like he's this big educator, like he did so much. No, if you look at the time span, sir, you didn't have time to do shit because you were fresh out of college into the teaching profession. And then right after that, guess what? Poof, you lost your job. Now, I don't want to go back and further into you and into the other shit that you've done. That's not my business. This is the part that I'm talking about, because you try to make yourself better than, like you try to present yourself as better than what you say the FBAs or the ADOSs. But you're no better than them niggas that you keep claiming that you calling out. Everybody makes mistakes. Mistakes is all right, i.e. DMX. But it's what you do with the mistake, nigga. You try and say that you never done none of this. It's them niggas. It's them FB niggas that make me sick. I can't stand them. I don't want to live around them. Wait a minute.
So do you see that assertion he made? Maybe from calling them a monkey. This is crazy. He put this on his website.
Sure did. He sure did. Uh-oh. Now, y'all heard the man said he was from Ohio. Now, uh-oh. I'm going to leave that there just for a little while so you can go look at it. Those are other charges. Chaotic Truth. Those are other charges. So you came to this country. Your parents brought you to this country for you to commit mayhem and all kind of other shit.
Okay, so I don't want to get...
Right, I don't want either. You can see it on the screen. I'm not going to get into it. Y'all can go back a little bit later on and blow it up, and you can see what else he did.
Okay, so right here, he's pretty much like trying to go through CT's criminal record or whatever.
But nigga, this thing, he ain't got no criminal record. All this is public knowledge, folks. All that is public knowledge. Now, let's go ahead and remove that, and let's go to something else. I've grown weary of you there, Chaotic Truth. Because exactly what you are. You're another fraud. You're another tether who came over here, who thinks that you can talk bad about, however you want to call it, foundational Black Americas, the ADOSs, or whatever you want to call us, and think that you can get away with it. The most dangerous Black man in America is someone who looks like me. Because you could walk into a barbershop right now and folks won't know the difference unless they know you, the rhetoric that you speak online. I went to a barbershop the other day while I was out doing an event in Florida. None of those folks in that barbershop knew me. I wish I had downloaded, but I'll make sure I play it on my next stream. None of those folks knew me. And I heard all of you folks at one time or the other say this, the kind of shit they talk in the barbershop is talking about how fucked up Black women are and what Black women do and what Black men. No, that was not the conversation. None of them men knew me. They never saw me in their life until that Saturday afternoon. Excuse me. Yeah, Saturday morning. Never saw me on Friday. They never saw me in their life. I'll wait and tell you the conversation that they had so you can hear it for yourself, so you know I'm not making it up. None of those men knew I was recording them. And none of them spoke like you, Chaotic Truth. Not one of them. Y'all check this out while I'll be back and get my next flick.
Wouldn't quit inventing what they did. Morgan invented the gas mask in 1914, officially called the safety hood, but he didn't stop there. He also created the 3-position traffic signal that became the foundation of every traffic light system in the world. what they went through. Here's the shocking part. When the tunnel explosion trapped workers in Cleveland in 1916, Morgan and his brother used his gas masks to save 32 lives. But because he was black, the newspapers gave credit to a white man. When he tried to sell his invention across the South, he had to hire a white actor to pretend to be the inventor while Morgan posed as the assistant. Every traffic light you see
Salute JP, great show. I'm just here to talk about some hoes.
All right. Now here is the problem in our communities right here. This cross-eyed mudfish right here. This nigga right here. This is who we put up front. Remember I said, well, you can't see the forest for the trees? Hey, Zahara, how you doing? This is what you can't see right here. This cross-eyed buffoon right here. This backwater, no good. Folks was arguing me down on a panel one day saying this type nigga can't be saved. Chaotic Truth, you can talk about this nigga here all you want to, because that's who you're talking about. You're not talking about men of substance. You're not talking about men of caliber. You're not talking about men that give a damn about their families. You're talking about men like this. This nigga right here. This is who we prop up. And I'm talking to everybody because this nigga is everywhere. Like he's somebody, like he's important. Jay Prince is dog shit. What do you do when you step in dog shit? You wipe it off your shoe. You don't take it in the house with you. Jay Prince is the rapper from the honey bun that you ate. What you do with it? You don't save it, you put it in the trash. Jay Prince is the milk carton after all the milk is gone. You don't save it, you put it in the trash. Jay Prince will never be a mason jar. He'll never be something that you put your valuables in. Guess who this nigga is? Listen to some of this shit before I get to the grand finale.
I don't know, is the title about
where did the word hoe come from? Did women create that word hoe?
Say that again?
Did women created the word hoe?
I think simps created the word hoe. I think, shout out to the last panel member. He was a simp for sure. Simps are very dangerous. He's trying to basically say, you know, if you had a son, would you want your woman to have, or would you want your son to be with? That's just madness. You know, simps are really dangerous people. I think a man created the word hoe because I love a promiscuous woman. If she's got and honestly, we don't know how many bodies a woman really has, because respectfully, are we swearing over here or no?
Within reason,
okay.
Like I prefer not. I prefer
okay, I got
not.
you. I got you. All women are liars. Period. No matter who they.
And this is the kind of motherfuckers that Jay Prince entertains on his channel. The motherfucker just said, I like promiscuous women, but all women is liars. If you fucking around with a promiscuous woman, or if you always in a whorehouse, what you expect them to tell you the truth? They trying to get your money. They're going to tell you handsome. They're going to tell you smell good. Might even tell you and lie to you that you got a big tallywhacker. All to get them dollars out your pocket. Now, Chaotic Truth, if them the kind of men that you talking about, yes. Let's keep talking about them. Put them niggas on Front Street, but put names on them niggas. Jay Prince for president. 777, the Thought Hunter. You fuck around and run into one of them trainings. We'll see if when they bend you up and flip you over, will you be hunting a thought?
They are Bible thumpers or bed thumpers. All women are gonna lie to you. Go ahead, sir.
And shout out to you for asking, are we swimming over here? And here's the thing too, man. I think what it is, we've been practicing this social construct for so long. We not used to it.
Right.
We not used to it. If you can accept gay people, don't got no problem with it. You can accept a woman being herself. Right. That's one. Secondly, women they are nurturers. And I always said years ago that I got laughed at. I said, man, women are sexually healers. I think that man ego and his pride, when he want to bogart shit out of survival, men want to bogart women for survival.
Right.
And this is the reason why I believe that it's a lot of men that's not well.
Right.
And
And
you're
you ever
one
seen
of
a
them.
broken man?
You are one of those broken men that prey on women, that prey on the kind of women that this guy is talking about. And I'm sorry, but let me go ahead and distinguish something. Somebody type this in the chat room for me. WOMEN, please. I'll wait till I see it. WOMEN. Please type that in the chat room. Can somebody do that for me, please? Woman. I'm not talking about them. Now, if somebody will type WIMMENZ. 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 If somebody will type that for me. That's what I'm about to talk about, women's. Because those are kind of women's that y'all chase. Women's that don't give a fuck about themselves, that will lay down with any damn body at any time, for any reason, if your money is right. Women's. There's some in the upper echelons, and there's some way down here. There's women's in the entertainment. You probably can find some of them. You probably can find some of them on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You probably can find some of them on the the Zeus channel. You probably can find some of them women's at your local YouTube channel. What's up with Dinner 777? Now you'll have to tell me. I've never seen you before, but what reason? What reason would you like to have the link for? I've never seen you before, so I don't know who you are. What you need the link for, my brother? That's you on the panel. Okay, well, you sit back and relax then. I can finish tearing. At least I know you're in here. So now you know I'm not talking about you just all willy-nilly. Sit back and relax and go ahead and take this ass whipping. Don't take it personal. Just take the ass whipping. Because this is what you do, folks. I'm glad you're down in the chat room now, so I don't feel like I'm talking to a stranger. It's nice to meet you. Because whether face-to-face in the barbershop or anywhere else, I'll say the same thing to you. You are the company that you keep. You like hoes. You like thoughts. They're all over the place. I'm not saying that they're not, but don't compare the women's to the women. You don't like women. You like women's. That's why I made the distinction. I don't need you to come up here and defend that. I really wasn't going to stop you on you that long. You just happened to be here. But that wasn't what I really came to talk about. Let me move a little farther along here. This is what I really came to talk about. This shit here. Let me back up a little bit. But here we go. Let's start right.
They're gonna be living their own lives. They're not gonna want to be around daddy much like they used to when they was kids. So are they less my kids because now they gone away?
Okay, I tell you what, in the interest of fairness, Dinner, in the interest of fairness, sir, first of all, in the interest of fairness, I'm going to do this. Now, understand this. If you come up here being disrespectful to me, ain't going to be no conversation I'm just gonna drop you. All right? I'm gonna drop you. It won't be no, if you get loud, if you get obnoxious, I'm just gonna drop you. Okay? So you know that now, right? So don't go back over to Jay Prince later on talking about he dropped me. Now this link right now is only for what's his name? Dinner with 777. Okay, Dinner with 777. Let's see what you got to say. There's the link. Come on. Come on. I got time today. I ain't got shit to do till 10 o'clock. Come on. I got time today. There's the link right there. There's the link. Someone's saying don't do it. You think I shouldn't there, Black and Proud? Think I should let him up? No. Y'all give me a 1 or a 2 in the chat room. I'm gonna go with my folks on this one there. Dinner for 2. If I should let him up, put a 1 in the chat room. If I should keep him off the platform, put a 2 in the chat room. If 2 wins, then you're not gonna come up. You just hold your horse right there, brother. Let me see what the folks say. Let me see what the folks say. Give me a 1 or a 2. 1 says no, 2 says yes. I'll wait for a few seconds. 1, I'm curious too. That HT ball 1, I'm curious too. 1, okay. 1 says no, 2 says yes. Which one is it? Okay, here we go. What's up, my man? How you doing?
What's up, man? What's going on? So I just seen you were live. You popped up in my algorithm, and I noticed I was on your platform.
Okay.
And so what is the conversation about?
Well, actually, it was a conversation about loose niggas. And right now, from what I heard from you at the beginning of when I clicked on the J Priest platform, I don't know you, so I can only go by what I heard. You seem to fit that category. So what do you mean? What do you mean thought chaser, thought hunter? Meaning, explain that. Let's try that first.
So okay, so are you a simp?
Not by no stretch of imagination.
Okay, so I don't understand. So what are you so concerned?
Okay, let me back up first. Give me your idea of what a simp is. Let's try that. What's a simp?
I mean, you're upset that I'm over here sleeping with multiple women?
No, you didn't hear me say that.
Then what is the problem with being a thought hunter?
I didn't say anything had a problem with it. I just said that that's the
kind of... What is your problem with me personally being called a thought hunter, which was...
Like I said, I don't have time for that. If that's what you came up here to come up with, I don't have time for that shit, man. You're talking to a grown-ass man. First question out your mouth to ask me, was I a simp? The fuck would you ask me that for? Why would you need to know? What is a simp? The fuck up out of here. I'm not like these other content creators. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with you. I'm not gonna sit up here and listen to you go and not go back and forth with you. Carry your ass over there to somebody who want to talk to you. Going up on that platform, go over there to Jay Prince, go over to Chaotic Truth, go over to That Might Be Risky and talk to them, but you not go get an audience over here. It didn't take me very long. I don't need to keep my name out your mouth. The only way I'm gonna keep my name out your mouth is if you keep your ass off the internet. And I won't know a big platform. I got every right to talk about you. Dumbass. Now, you can sit there or you can leave. The choice is yours. Don't get mad at me because the only pussy that you can get is that you had to pay for it. Don't get mad at me because you got kicked out of whorehouse with $300 in your pocket. Don't get mad at me. Wash, take a bath, put some cologne on, clean yourself up. You might find a woman that you ain't got to pay for some pussy for. Because believe me, throughout my adult life, I've never had a problem with women. Never. Now, let me go back to what I'm doing. Ain't these niggas coming up here interrupting me, trying to prove to me that you somebody. Nigga, you ain't nobody. At least off somebody that's worth my fucking time. Fuck up out of here. Go over there. Go over there to one of them motherfuckers. Don't come over here with that bullshit.
And started their own lives and barely see me. I had to call them, hey, we all go see daddy.
They're not less your kids. They're not less your kids, but certainly doing their own thing, fam, and you got to respect it.
Right,
exactly.
That don't mean that just because they don't come around, that don't mean I'm not their father or she's not their mother.
That never changes. But what I'm saying is this: both of mine are married. JP, do you think I call them up asking them, "How's the wife? How's your husband? How's the man?" So come on, man. I be feeling some type of way.
Why is it, Leonard? Nigga, look like you could eat corn through a motherfucking picket fence. Why was you up there earlier when I heard when I was listening to Taz's stream earlier, calling Jay Prince great? We might get to it. I might have skipped over it. But he was saying Jay Prince that for y'all, Jay Prince should charge motherfucker for his content. What content? Hee-haw. Ain't you the same nigga that got choked out by your wife on a live stream? Sitting there arguing with niggas online and your wife choked you the fuck out? But she ain't choked y'all, but she grabbed you. What is it about Jay Prince that y'all niggas fall in love with him? Again, I got to use the words of Brownsville. Y'all niggas is lovers of men. There's absolutely no way on God's green earth that I would go in this hard and defend some of the shit that I've heard y'all men defend about these other niggas. Ain't no way. But y'all do it.
JP, let me land this here. I got Taz. Hold on, Taz. Remember the rings we used to have with the candy on top?
Oh yeah, the ring pop.
Ring pop. I got 5 boxes of ring pops. It's 18 in a box. That's what I'm bringing to the grandkids, the 2 youngest boys, on Christmas when I go to visit them this year. That's where I'm at. I ain't thinking about the mama. Come on, man.
The mama becomes irrelevant. This is why I say, JP, some of the stuff y'all say is,
just like we become irrelevant to them. We had a kid.
Yeah, check it out. Because look, she has a relationship that she in. She done got, because like, for example, in my case, both of my children's mothers have remarried. Like, what the fuck do I look like being in any facet of their life?
And in this case, my kids are grown. So what I look like calling up their mama, asking them how the kids doing? The fuck? This is what this is. This is a nigga that can't get over women. Yeah, Vic loves some Jay Prince now. You ain't lying about that. Cock-a-doodle-doo, nigga. Because you love some damn Jay Prince. Yeah, what's so significant about 5 boxes? What you trying to get these kids diabetes early?
That to me is getting more babies, having more babies. That's my type of. So let me. What I'm saying is, on our death certificate, right? There's gonna say on obituary, Jay Prince, the president, leave behind 3 children. They're gonna name all the children, and they're gonna name. They're gonna name my children. The mother of They not gonna name no goddamn floor.
So can we have
the kids is what seals the deal?
No, Jay Prince. See, that's how stupid you are. Whoever seals the deal, whoever that you leave behind when you pass on, it's up to the person who does that obituary, whether they want to include your children. Now, from what I understand, a nigga like you talking about, if a black woman has a child with a white man, she is no longer good for the community. But for what I learned today, Jay Prince, you got a biracial child too. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong now. Hey, whoever you lay down with, that's your business. Whoever you decide to procreate, that's your business. But what I'm having the problem is the rhetoric behind what you've been saying up until today. That if you place your seed in if a white man places his sperm and impregnates a black woman, bad things ought to happen to her. So shouldn't black women now say that about you, Jay Prince? But this is the nigga that y'all prop up. This is the nigga that's been having a damn, what do you call it? A food truck in Oppa, supposed to be trying to get up on a food truck for years, at least 5 years. Now I'm gonna ask all of y'all folks that seen Jay Prince in operation. I seen the nigga try to cook for Thanksgiving. You can't cook spaghetti. What the fuck makes you think you can run a food truck? Maybe that's the obstacle. You don't know how to cook. Maybe that's why you tried to recruit Flora, because you don't know how to cook. Yeah, that's the same nigga, H.T. Baldwin, that went to the clinic and got him a woman. Penicillin shot included. This is the nigga right up here.
You have a divorce.
In your Bible,
asking you would have died when you was married to it, nigga. Look, when you bullshit, nigga, you got a divorce. If your ass would have died while you was married to her, nigga, then what? You run your motherfucking mouth, nigga. And you need to quit talking because you the one took your stupid ass and got married, nigga. While you keep trying to spin that shit and make it her fault. Your dumb ass the one married her, nigga. No, it's not. It's your fault. You walked your stupid ass up there and married her, nigga. I don't know why these niggas keep letting you get away with that shit. Men control marriage, nigga. She ain't forced no altar, nigga.
You don't control no white man's marriage. Is you cool?
Bro, men control marriage, nigga. You asked that woman to marry you, nigga.
Men control marriage, right? Men control marriage. Do men control 100% of marriage?
Men control 100% of marriage, and women control 100% of pussy.
Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga.
Men control marriage, women control pussy.
Stop doing that shit, nigga.
A woman can't.
Y'all notice something about Jay Prince? And this is I've noticed this synonymous about every stream that he's in. As soon as somebody confronts Jay Prince about being about what's the word I'm looking for? About being what word I'm looking for? Because that won't work. No, that one won't work either. No, that one won't work. It's just being a fucking human being. It's just about being a man. This nigga gets upset. How dare you tell me to grow the fuck up? How dare you tell me to accept responsibilities? For that. Now, we all know that a man asks a woman to marry her. In most cases, not unless you on one of these reality shows, but for 99.9% of the time, when a man and a woman decide to get married, the man goes out and buys a ring, gets on his proverbial knee, and asks the woman, will you be my lawfully wedded wife? Not wedded, lawfully wedded. You're going to hear that again when you go to the justice of the peace or when you go and have a private ceremony. And the preacher said, do you take this man or this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife or husband.
Marry you if you don't marry her, nigga. What are you talking about?
And you can't get the pussy if she don't want to give it to you.
Hey, Leonard, hold on. Let me drop you right quick. Let me and Taz have this. So Taz, you said that men is 100% of marriage. So let me ask you, how many times niggas have been with their woman, their girl, and one day they decides to propose, deck it all out and woo out the bam, and the bitch say no.
Hardly ever.
So what's that got to do with being married? If the woman tells you no, regardless if you went all out in some elaborate ceremony or you just did it on the slide, you're not gonna get married, Jay Prince, until you ask her and she agrees. If she doesn't accept your proposal, I'm sure you're not gonna go around and tell the world, oh, the girl told me no. Not unless you got a whole crowd of folks. I remember it did happen once on a live thing that the football player asked the girl to marry him, and she said no. Shit happens. She wasn't ready for marriage, or she didn't want to be married. There's no law against somebody telling you no, but that's not what Taz is talking about.
How he getting denied of the marriage?
Because he tried to marry the wrong person. She ain't want to marry him.
No. Hey, no, you said he's 100% in control.
Yes.
So
but the other person has to be willing. Well, wait. I mean, since we have to play the lowest level, the other person has.
Yeah, that's what the problem is, Taz. You have to, this is what I say, you folks, when you deal with somebody like Jay Prince and folks that hang around Jay Prince, you got to dumb yourself down. You can't just talk your normal way of speaking. You can't just do the things that you want to do. You can't speak the way you normally is. You got to dumb yourself down so these dumb niggas will understand what you're talking about.
Has to be willing to marry you. You can't just force someone to marry you.
100% then. He's not in control. If he need her 50% to go, he's not 100%. He don't control that marriage.
You're asking me about a proposal, not a marriage.
Thank you.
You need a proposal to get married. She got to say, I do.
Men ask women to marry me. Women as a whole do not ask men to marry them.
At that point, when she says, I do, hey, JP, at that point, when she say, I do, you can walk the fuck off, nigga. Like, bitch, I don't.
Nigga. You can do that. But what I'm saying is,
who got control? So don't you have control? Don't you have control over that? Don't you? Don't you have control over that?
You ate with that, and I cooked you. I'm a tourist, Taz. You ain't gonna pull the Taz. You said that. You said that. I got 100% control of marriage. That's what you said.
Yes.
The men do. How the fuck? If I got 100% control of marriage, how the fuck that men get denied of marriage when she say I don't want to marry you?
Yeah, I didn't know.
The same fucking way.
I want to make sure women know that you can attach a switch to the back of it and turn it into something impressive.
The same damn way, Jay Prince, that a man could say, no, I don't want to marry you. The same way a man could be in a relationship and wake up one day, whether she's married or not, and say, I don't want to be with you no more. Women have that option to do that too. Women have the option to say, I don't want to marry you. They have that autonomy about them. This just because, Jay Prince, because you are infatuated and you love this or like this woman so much that she want to, maybe she don't feel that same way about you. The fuck?
That's what you might have to do 5 years for the switch, but you would teach these niggas a lesson though.
No, that ain't gonna teach no nigga.
Unload a clip in a nigga at the gas station and see how many of these niggas do content about it.
I'm telling you, I've been on YouTube long, Taz.
No, bruh, it hasn't happened yet. My wife gonna be here to whoop whatever woman you ever get as, because you ain't gonna never have no woman, just like JP, fucking around with these random ass women, putting them on First Street like you finna be locked in, and she gonna be gone. She'll be fucking another you 6 months. And you sit on here like that's you.
And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, them women's. That's what you and folks like you, who was that dude, the 777? That's the kind of dude, that's what I'm talking about, women's. Them type women's. That's who y'all hang out with. And unfortunately, and fortunately for you guys, there's enough of them type women's on the internet. There's plenty to go around. I see them up there keying. 1 minute they with this content creator, the next minute they with this content creator, the next minute they with this content creator, and one of them is out in the street. The women that you prop up, Jay Print, is not the pick of the litter. Trust me. No disrespect intended, but I don't want no woman that's interested in Jay Prince. Because you can't be that bright.
And niggas won't tell you that is some clown shit. That is some corny shit, nigga. That ain't no motherfucking woman like.
And you're absolutely right, Black. You know, CT and those guys over there, they use Jay Prince and folks like him as fuel for their fire. Because that's what they do. They present Jay Prince as the court jester. Look what we got. Hey, boys, look what we got over here. And here come Jay Prince out the damn blue. Where the white women at? I got one for you, Jay Prince. Where that? Where that?
Hey, where are the white women at?
That's Jay Prince right there. Because that's what they do, Jay Prince. They snatch you up from everywhere, and then they hear you talking about the ills of black women, although you have 3 young black girls. You finna hear what you said? You think them young girls, when they grow up one day, is not gonna go back in the annals of your history and say, this is what my daddy thought about me? Because some of the shit that you have said that you wish for your daughters is atrocious, man. I wouldn't wish that on my enemies.
Man, nigga, you just met that bitch, nigga. What you doing?
They all fucking, bro.
Bro, no. That's what I'm telling you.
You better
at least build some rapport. At least put some time behind it. Make it believable. Yeah, we've been together for a year. Not you just start fucking her 2 weeks ago and then you put her on the screen. These niggas let you get away with that?
They sure did.
I got video.
They sure did. They sure did. And even, I don't want to mention her name, but y'all knew who I'm talking about. They even warned that girl before she got married to him that this shit was going to end up the wrong way. They warned her, and she did it anyway. Now you're finding out the repercussions of not listening to folks, of not doing your own research, using your own common sense. Common sense would have told you to stay as far away from this nigga as you possibly could. Common sense.
Of me and her been together since 2022.
And y'all broke up?
How is that possible? How is Jay Prince? How could you be with someone in a relationship and be married in 2024 and 20? How could that possible? How could you talk about you're in a relationship with one young woman but married in another one? The fuck? How is that possible?
Relationship alone. I'll put her out.
Why?
Because I wasn't finna deal with that shit.
Right, but you finna deal with it now.
No, what I'm saying is,
well, my nigga, like, no, blind dead niggas will let you get that shit off. Are you gonna deal with it now?
Most of these niggas
or
ain't
you just playing rebound games with her.
Most of these niggas not even fucking. What I'm saying is,
man,
keep the AP down. That's out.
Well, I am not supposed to.
You didn't say that. Y'all didn't say that when the old girl got your brother-in-law. Y'all saying that she came up.
Damn, I ain't shit. Wait,
you let Florida West Nala them, brother. And she was only for a month at that time.
Can you tell me where I ever spoke on some shit like that, bro?
I'm just saying, what's the difference between her and Florida?
It's 52 cards. Look, it's 52 cards in a man's deck, man. Play your cards like you want to play it, man. It's 50 diamond or some shit, but look, once you get
it
one,
can't
you got
be that
to hold
bad
on.
though, Vic. Like, I get what you're saying,
but then somebody gonna say, "Don't get up, dig deeper," and get what? Bob
have told you this is who I am in real life. We gave you.
Okay, let's get to this part right here. Y'all see this so-called elder at the bottom of the screen? If y'all don't know this nigga, his name is John Goat. So John Goat, if you should happen to fall out the clouds, you're on my radar, nigga. You next. The next time you hear me talking, sir, it will be about you. Yes, sir. Because some of the shit that I've seen you do is not only immoral, it's illegal. It is illegal for some of the shit that you have done. You can't have a tenant, John Galt, and then put that tenant's business out on the YouTube streets. You can't do that, but you have. You've had conversations with your tenants about not being able to pay their rent on time on a live stream. That is not anyone's business. That is not ethical in business. You're a slumlord. You're not a landlord. John Galt, you call yourself an elder of our communities? No, sir. You was that nigga that got beat up in the 4th grade and got mad about it. You was the nigga that got left behind or didn't get to go to the prom, or none of the black girls liked you, or you didn't get to join any of the reindeer games. You sat on the porch hoping somebody would pick you. You was the only one left. They picked the kid with a disability before they picked you. And now that you have a YouTube channel, you can say all the mean things that you ever wanted to say about black women. The blacks, as you call them.
Graphic details of what I actually done been through and did.
Yes, it's all low level, and pathetic. It's all kid shit. It's none of
my story. It's still my story. I'm up here with talking points.
You're a father, though. You got a new story to write. The old story is your old story.
The niggas that's laughing at me, they come up here with talking points. You know why? Because they don't got nothing else. They don't got no life stories like I got.
They absolutely do.
I'm their content because they don't. If you put the camera on them, ain't nothing there. They don't got nothing they done went through.
See, this is the problem when I'm saying, Jay Prince, you really think you are important. You really think you're somebody, but you're not. You are a court jester. People use you for jokes. You're a clown. You're a yassa boss. CJ Memphis, clowning, yassa boss, and singing the blues from white folks' faces. That's who you are. That's what you'll always be. Yassa boss, court jester, clown, a doormat. The list goes on, but what you will never be is accomplished.
Everything was so picture perfect.
I don't even think it's more about them being. I don't think it's more about them being picture perfect. I think it's about people knowing that there's no benefit in getting on here being the entertainment for people who just looking for something to talk about. Like I say, you're going to deliver no matter what. You're not trying not to deliver.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I mean, that's the issue I see.
Question, like, I see all these people, man, and again, I'm fairly new. I never experienced a beef sector and this kind of stuff. So all this stuff I'm seeing is fairly new, last 2 years. And like, if you're looking from the outside looking in, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, this is a guy who didn't graduate high school, you know, on welfare, and yet, like, when he comes up on anyone's panel, he draws numbers.
Yeah, it draws
they make
numbers.
money off of him. I've seen people
for that exact reason. For that exact reason. Let me say this, John Go, since you pointed that out. When JP is on the white channels, they're there to use him. When he goes to the black channels, he goes on those channels to try and defend what somebody called out, what he was talking about black people. That is the difference. And unfortunately, Cyber Dreams, you're absolutely right. How are you? On the YouTube streets, he represents the collective of black men. Nobody will see a me. Nobody will see a DJ Torch. Nobody will see a information man, because niggas like this are in everybody's algorithms. He goes over the white channels and disrespect us, and come back over to the black channels to try to explain why he did it. And that's a true thing, Shar. Again, everybody likes a car wreck. It's called rubbernecking. Am I wrong? It's rubbernecking. That's what folks doing. They know some shit happened. Now let me slow down and find out what. What the fuck Jay Prince done now? What the fuck Jay Prince done said now? But I guarantee you this: if y'all stop super chatting Jay Prince, if you stop supporting his channel monetarily, that nigga will dry up like a mud puddle. He'll be a gaper. He'll be a mudfish at the bottom of the puddle. Yes, he does. And that's another problem. He has too much male support. There's too many niggas over there that agree with Jay Prince. Rooster, for one. The list goes on of the folks that say Jay Prince is a good guy. Listen to this. Listen, Cyber. Don't tell nobody I'm doing this, all right? Listen to this between me and you.
Sent $400. One guy sent $400
to him.
Well, it doesn't matter. It wasn't to him.
Motherfucker, it do matter.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. You stupid motherfucker. That's the whole motherfucking point. Look, I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker made $400 and he was there and didn't make no money off of it, bitch. That's the problem.
I don't know.
How do you not see that?
Listen, I don't know what.
Taz, I understand what you're saying though. But watch this.
Hold on.
Taz, I understand what you look. They took the internet. Okay, when the C-19 thing hit, bro, they took the panhandling, pimping, prostitution, and everything off of the streets and came to the internet. If it came down to scheming or tricking anybody out of anything, it's on the internet now. So now people are on the internet looking at who they can use to do anything. Now we are in the virtual side of who we can play over. That's what people are doing.
But the point
that's what people are doing, bro. But JP, look, hold on, an upstanding person that has a show that came from the Anton Daniels sector. Know what they supposed to be doing? They supposed to be actually, if they're entertaining an audience, upstanding content creator supposed to be hitting JP up on the back end, saying we are not going to allow the viewers to see what's going on, but I'm gonna throw you this.
Right.
But these people are showing their character, and they are not honest people. Honest person, knowing that your numbers would jump up when JP popped up on your show, you'll hit JP. JP is fully accessed.
Now, let me ask you something, Rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo, nigga. Why in the fuck would I pay for fuckery when I can get it for free? Why would I celebrate, or why would I send anybody else some money when I could sit on YouTube and watch this nigga for free make an ass of himself? Because Taz said it. He gonna do it either way. You ain't got to pay him to do it. That's who he is. You ain't got to pay him to say something stupid because he's gonna do it. You ain't got to pay him to say to act like a fucking buffoon because that's who he is. You ain't got to pay him to throw his children under the bus because that's what he does. We've seen it.
Accessible. They'll say, hey, I made this, or not even tell JP how much they made. Hey man, you got a family. Hey man, say man, take this right here. I'm gonna throw you this right here. Just keep coming to the show. You ain't even gotta tell JP I'm doing this for this. But if you care about him, his lifestyle, or his kids, or whatever, you supposed to be hitting this man up on the back end, knowing that you done made damn near half $1,000 a fucking night or whatever, and throw that man at least $250 or $100 or something.
Yeah,
throw him something.
You know what I see, man, and again, I'm looking.
That's why those street niggas, when we see niggas ain't
think you
right, that's why we
understand
aggressive.
talking about this shit with the niggas who ain't
But
content.
again, Taz, if you let me
bro,
speak,
but listen right quick, bro. Listen, if you're not a content creator, you don't understand that
chat right quick, Taz.
Say what?
Tell Nana to put something in the chat right quick.
Let me say something to about what whether you agree with this or not. Being a content creator does not mean that folks are supposed to give you money. If you're not doing this because you like doing it, that's where the problem lies. If you're up on these platforms just to make money, then it's not going to last very long, regardless of whatever you're doing, whether you're in the entertainment industry or whether you're in the farming industry. If you're doing something that you do not enjoy doing, it's not going to last very long. If you do something just for the monetary value of it, it's not going to last very long. And I can say this because I do it. When I broadcast on Tuesdays and Sunday nights, I don't even care who's listening. If one person listens to my radio broadcast, that's enough for me, because that one person could have been anywhere. If you're not doing something because you like it, don't do it. If you're respecting a reward for what you're doing by coming up here, regardless if you're on the side of black righteousness and goodness or you're not, if you're not doing it because you like it, don't do it.
She playing spades. She hear you though. She'll put something in there in a second. She playing spades. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. But listen, so back to the point though. The overall point is this though, bro. I'm telling you that it's not clout when people are only doing it to make a mockery of you. And the whole reasoning behind it is because they know you're not actually going to change what you're doing. You don't mind being the community crash out. And so because of that, it becomes beneficial and they don't have to make up shit. All you got to do is let the video play. JP gonna do some bullshit. You gonna say some.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. All you got to do is let the video play. And JP gonna do something. J Prince gonna say something. And of course, because you are in every space that we happen to go in, we got to say something about it. We got to point out the shit that's in the middle of the floor. I wouldn't want nobody to come into my house and they keep looking around talking about, what's that smell? And I don't point out there's a big pile of J Prince over there in the fucking corner.
Bullshit. That does not benefit him. You'd have to show me how that benefits him.
Taz, you was the first crash out.
Yes, to my benefit.
I mean, you don't let anyone talk, Taz, but you know, again, I'm telling you.
Now, I got to speak. The first encounter I had with Taz, he said something about men being in the military. But after my stream and a few other streams, I will say that Taz was big enough to retract his statement. There's nothing wrong with being wrong sometimes. Your opinion could be so wrong that other people say something about it. In this case, Jay Prince, this is why people make a mockery of you, because you say shit that don't make sense, and you leaned on it and you stay on it month after month, year after year. Again, Taz said something about black men in the military. I didn't agree with it, and a whole lot of black men that was in the military didn't agree with it. And we pointed it out to him, and he was man enough to say, you know what? I'm right. I was wrong about that. I shouldn't have said that. But you don't go down that street. You will crash out until the car rolls off the fucking hill.
How it looks for me from the outside looking in, and I'm just asking the question, right? Just, again, I'm just looking at this and I'm asking the question. I'm like, damn, like all these educated blacks, and not one of them can move the needle. Not one of them can get a content creator to pay them anything. They don't generate any energy, any cash. Hold on, Taz. I'll let you talk, man. I ain't interrupt you. Now you can. Now hold on. You
could try, but like, bro,
go ahead. You got a lot to say, man. Go ahead, just talk, man.
Ooh, like, fam, I'm like, you're an old.
Right, you don't let anybody else talk, man. So you just want to have a monologue? I'll listen. Just tell me you want to have a monologue, and I won't interrupt you.
No, I just want to interrupt you. Now go ahead.
So what I'm saying again, from the outside looking in, not judging anybody, I'm just sitting here wondering, like, all these educated black people, and yet he is the content. That's weird to me, and I think it says a lot about Black America in that this uneducated, welfare black man is the one moving the needle.
And John Gold, if you looking at the screen right now, if you popping out the clouds, there's your answer right there. That's why they allow Jay Prince to come up on their streams, because they know they're gonna make money. So instead of talking to, because educated black men don't do this. Black men with things to do don't sit up on the stream for 8 hours hoping that Jay Prince will come up there so somebody can either kick him off the panel with a bounty or some shit like that. You can go to any other stream in some places, and there's no such thing as a fucking bounty. Y'all created that shit from the Lapeef Network. Y'all created the bounty system. Black men making money off other black men because y'all was trying to silence women. How much can I pay you to get that bitch off the panel? That's what all started from. Silencing black women. Again, some shit that y'all created backfired on you. Just like the video vixen. Some shit that we created backfired on us. When I say us, because I was watching the video vixens at late night, BET Uncut. I was watching them. So I was contributing to that algorithm back then. Sure was. So those women back there, those video vixens, decided to say, you know what, I don't need y'all. The same thing with the women content creators. You know what, I don't need y'all. I can get me a microphone. I can get me a setup. I can find all kinds of interesting things to talk about, from quilt making to going to school. But what kind of flowers is in the yard? The garden, the cooking. While y'all niggas is over there complaining about what pussy y'all ain't getting. As a matter of fact, I can make me an OnlyFans, charge $9.99 a month, and a whole lot of you niggas will sign up hoping that y'all see me in bra panties. I ain't got to be naked. So don't be mad when the shit that we created as men backfire. That's what's happening now in the YouTube streets.
That's very interesting. All these smarty blacks that you see on the internet, they're just not that interesting. Right? I've seen more super chats come in for JP that I've seen come in for me or for Willie or any of these other blacks that are smart. They got nice houses, they got nice cars, they got all these things, but they have nothing to talk about.
Because they don't ask for it. That's why. The only reason I put that right there, as you see that the chop shop with the Cash App, is because somebody asked me to. You can go back to several of my streams over the years. You will not hear me or see me mention Cash App. Let's move on. Let me see. There's something else I wanted to see. Yeah, I think this might be the area here. Nope, this ain't it. Let's see what this is here right here.
In the conversation or whatever, they are the sheep, bro. The people that have a mind set to think on their own are the people that make the way. JP is the person that'll make a way, bro. Look. Half y'all granddaddies, half your granddaddies that got the grandmama with the fat asses and everything couldn't read and fucking write. But your grandmama had the skills enough to read the goddamn newspaper and tell that nigga what the fuck to do. You see what I'm saying? And he created households and everything. JP might be one of the lineage of the one of them niggas. He might not have it all, but all at the same time, you regentrified niggas have moved so far away from what it is and what it ain't, bro. So y'all niggas is suffering and stupid.
You know, Taz,
bro, y'all suffering and stupid, bro.
Hold on, King Rich. You know, the other day I was on the internet and I called JP after this. I said, damn, this shit really shows you the power.
I'm going to diminish what you're saying.
He hung up on the word. Okay. But I want to talk about.
And I ain't mad at you, Taz. I'm going with the. Come on, bro.
You know, listen, the other day I was on the. I just hopped on YouTube. And again, it's no criticism to anyone. I'm just telling you what I observed, right? And so I saw a bigger channel, CT's channel, restreaming JP cooking. And I called JP, I'm like, damn, that's weird. Like CT could have just streamed himself cooking. Again, this is not a criticism of CT or anybody. It's an observation. Like, what would make someone else restream?
Now, what would make me watching a motherfucker smoke weed, drinking bottom of the barrel vat beer, drunk, slurring his word, take you serious? Why would I do that? The longer this stream went, the drunker you got, the more incoherent you sounded. Rooster, I don't know what the fuck you are. I hope you drink it. Maybe the moonshine done got you. I gave up on you a long time ago, brother. In the meanwhile, here's Jay Prince in the corner saying nothing while y'all coddling this nigga. And this is what the problem is. Y'all always jumping in front of him. Every time somebody tries to tell Jay Prince you ain't shit, you never will be shit if you don't change who you are and what you are, there you are to coddle him. Pay Jay Prince because he is the moneymaker. No, he's not. He's the court jester. He's the drive-in movie. He's the Friday night matinee that you pay $1.99 to see before you go on to something else. He's the warm-up before you start moving on to something else. He's the guy that you want to laugh at when you're tired of listening to fucked up news about Donald Trump and the rest of them. Comic relief. That's what you are, Jay Prince. And that's what you are, John Galt. And then here you go, John. First of all, what you doing paying another man's rent? Because I guarantee you this, folks. I don't care if you could say what you want to. There I go again, because so now you know why when I stutter, you know I'm trying to be nice. And in the back of my head, if it not been for his children, how many of y'all would give Jay Prince your money? If y'all not seeing the condition of those children when they run across the screen with no shirt on, with their hair unkempt, how many of y'all would send Jay Prince money hoping that he did the right thing with some of it? Yeah, I know he gonna fuck off a couple dollars of it. I hope he don't fuck it all off. Because if you can go look at the amount of money that these folks are saying that Jay Prince has gotten over the years, Jay Prince should be doing quite well, shouldn't he? Shouldn't he? John, go. You paid his rent for him 1 month. I've seen folks super chatting him hundreds of dollars, $50, $40, $10 on a daily basis. Let's say on the average, Jay Prince makes $200 a day in super chats and cash apps. 7 days in a week. Do the math. Tax free. Because you know that nigga ain't filing taxes nowhere. You know he ain't wrote out no I-9 form nowhere. Let's make a little bit more of this and I'm going to get out of here in about another 10 minutes. 6 years, HT. At least 6 years. At least 6 years.
Stream someone else cooking when they could just clearly cook themselves. But it's something about JP that said, I'm going to stream this man cooking over all.
But John Galt, no smarty arty wants to see somebody cook rabbit food, bro. Nobody gives a damn about vegan food, bro.
Let me finish. There's some educated black.
Wrong again, Brewster. There's all kind of vegan channels out there. I heard him say that. I heard him say that white people support him more than black people do. I heard him say that because we ain't stupid. We just ain't giving you our money for anything. We're not going to pay you just to say anything, Jay Prince. Well, white folks will. They paying you to say what they can't out loud, dummy. You too, John Galt. I can guarantee you, none of them white folks that's on some of y'all channels will come over here. I can guarantee you that. I guarantee you Imperius won't show up on this platform nowhere. I can give you the guy that's got the white guy with the three baby mamas telling folks how they should be married or what they should. These are the folks that you, Jay Prince, John Galt, the CT as they call them. Those are the folks that y'all hold in high regard. That who don't even live the life that they live in. Y'all quick to holler about what Kevin Samuels did. But look at the body of Kevin Samuels. Nothing that he did was on board. All they did was get y'all for y'all super chats. When it came to that, the man died broke. Somebody else had to pay for his funeral. Somebody else had to pay for his obituary. Somebody else had to cut his hair. Somebody else had to pay for his casket. Somebody else had to put the clothes on him that he finally got buried in. None of that he was afforded to do for himself. No, you know what? Because nobody plans on dying. So if Kevin Samuels was still alive, he'd still be grifting y'all. You shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Why the fuck not? If he was still alive, he'd still be talking shit about us. And as they say in the Bible, the dead know nothing, the dead know hear none. So they don't hear me speaking about him. Kevin Samuels ain't hearing me right now. Y'all niggas hearing me talking about you shouldn't speak bad about the Godfather. You shouldn't speak bad about Jay Prince because Jay Prince is interesting. No, he's not. He's not interesting. He's a buffoon. He needs to be shut down. He needs to be put down. He needs to be taken off of YouTube. Because there's all kinds of things that we as black folks can introduce into ourselves if Jay Prince didn't show up in our algorithms. But just like a car wreck, we gonna turn and see what the fuck was going on over there. All my people over there. I see so-and-so over there. I see so-and-so over there. What they looking at over there? What they listening to? Natural curiosity gonna tell me, click on and see what's going on. And up front and center, here's somebody like John Galt. Here's somebody like CT. Here's somebody like the Angry Man. Here's somebody like BGS. Y'all seen that nigga's last stream? Here's somebody like DJ Hemp. Y'all seen that nigga's last stream?
I can't believe this, man.
Hold on, man. Hey, man, why you can't let other people talk? There's some educated blacks out here probably with chef's kitchens in their houses. JP show up with a dirty kitchen. I'm using the words. He acknowledged. I think you said it. Your kitchen, you stole with dirt.
Like, what are you doing?
He had not only his channel. Hold on. He had not only his channel, but other people watching.
Show up with a dirty kitchen, bro.
Man, this guy here, man, they have a conversation. These are the blacks that I'm talking about. They can't have a conversation. Right? And you, JP, you remember the conversation I had on the phone. I said, damn, like, why would someone like restream you cooking when they could cook? It was just an interesting thought, right? And it wasn't like you had a chef's kitchen.
Because most of them don't cook, they DoorDash, bro.
Well,
nigga, if I was a DoorDash, I'd stick my finger in my booty and put it on these uppity niggas' food, bro.
Now, see that's the kind of thing right there. Men don't talk like that, folks. Grown men don't speak like that. That does not come to the mind of a grown man that's out taking care of business. Grown men don't think like Rooster and John Gold and Jay Prince over there eating and chewing like a cow on cud. He ain't ate a day in his life. Like his last meal was last week. He got to eat before his kids come back in the room because they gonna want some. But somebody told me this dude is savable. That I shouldn't talk bad about him. I shouldn't point out his flaws because we all got him. You ain't gonna never see me on no stream like that. Wait a minute. Say it ain't so. Look at this right here, folks. Angry Man has created a new program called Beano Brotherhood and offering 30-minute one-on-one counseling session for $297. What the fuck can you tell me about being black in name only that I got to pay you $300 for? That's what Beano Nation, black in name only, with a one-on-one conversation for 30 minutes. You know what I can do with $297? It sure ain't spending 30 minutes talking to you. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Where my man at? Where he at?
This man is Jason Damn Boy. Put him on full mask.
I'm a 3-sandwich eating pot belly, no content having motherfucker.
And I'm gonna pay $297 for that? A 3-sandwich eating pot belly, no content having motherfucker. The fuck? I wish I would. I wouldn't spend that shit ain't worth a quarter. And then he gonna give you the real reason why, right, Shaw? He gonna give you the real reason why. The real reason is I don't know what else to talk about. But y'all seen Angry Man's new setup? I know I'm getting off track a little bit, but y'all, I think the missus finally tired of him being in the house. I think she finally tired of smelling that smoke throughout the house, that cigar smoke, because no matter where you're at, it lingers throughout the house, folks. She put that nigga outside. He got some blankets, and he got one of them heating lamps on the back porch. Go look for yourself. Go over to the Angry Man's last channel. Go over to his last couple of live streams. That nigga's out there with a coat on, trying to stay warm, bitching at why he ain't getting no super chats. But take your ass in the house for this. Then I got to go, folks.
Come on, King Rizzo, I'm talking about. Even the ones that are cooking, bro, they're just not that interested. When he's talking and cooking, his children running in the background, people are investing in JP. They want to see what he's doing. I can't explain it, but it is what it is. Some people are magnetic like that. And he's got it in there. You could see it by someone else restreaming him cook a basic ass meal.
People fuck with me low key. Even the haters love me. Reese said this is why people always turn away. This is what I want to say. Everybody in chat. If you don't fuck with me, move the fuck around.
I have. I don't fuck with you. Jay Prince, I can honestly say, hey there, Puerto Rican princess, hey Miss J. I can honestly say, Jay Prince, and I made it known to you. I typed in your chat room. I told you on Bomb Cherry's platform, every time I see you, I'm coming with bad intent. I told you that. Every time I see you, I'm coming to point out your fuckery. So you finally blocked me from your channel. But you didn't know I had other ways of getting this shit, did you? This is fair use, brother. This is for the whole world to see. I'm just reviewing it. He blocked you too, the HT? He can't stand folks coming over there telling you the damn truth. So you block them. You block me. Your VPN is blocking YouTube. In some cases there, Miss J, that's a good thing. I gotta say it. And sometimes that's a good thing.
So Reese, because these are the people that don't send a dime. They don't support the stream. They always be in the chat talking shit. Aquarius, all them people really talking shit. So they made me turn against the people who really be fucking with me.
Turn him out for 88. Turn him out for 88,000 seconds. I'm tired of that bitch talking to. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
All of the people talking shit, right? About me. They want me to go against the people that's been supporting me. I ain't finna sit up here and say they gotta love me. Don't nobody love nobody on this motherfucker. You develop bonds and friendships and stuff too, right? And you can find love and friendships. A lot of people have done it, right? A lot of people. But all these people in the chat sitting up here and say, yeah, Tez, we've been telling them that. But they know I've been doing content. They haven't sent the dollar. In fact, they make fun when my numbers was low. This dead ass channel. I ain't sending no super chat.
Bro, Reese a whole member. Like Reese, Reese a whole member of your channel though. Why would you call her?
This is why people turn away. I would
say
Reese,
she's a whole member. She's a member of your.
I was waiting for that. I know I said I was going to cut this up, but we're going to have to go a little bit longer there, folks. Like I said, I have nothing to do till 10 o'clock, 10:30 tonight. All right. So listen, Jay Prince, if you do decide to listen to this, and if you get to this point, I know I've been rough on you, but let me tell you something. The people that support you turn on you because you turn on them. Just like you just did this now. Here it is. Like Taz said, Reese is a member of yours. That means she takes money out of whatever she does every month to you. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $4, whatever your membership is. That means that she thought enough of you or your content to say, you know what? I'm going to subscribe and I'm going to be a member. But here you are talking shit about it. You could have used me in that example. Mr. DJ Music, come over to my channel. All you do is talk shit and don't leave a dime. Yeah, that would have been true. Sure would have been. And sometimes, Miss J, that's what you got to do. You got to remove yourself from them. That's what I do. If I don't like somebody's channel, the only reason why I go over to Angry Man's channel, the only reason why I go to BGS's channel, the only reason I go to DJ Hamp's channel, the only reason I go to Cellulite Podcast channel is because I want to see what them niggas is talking about. That's it. I don't follow them. I want to see why they over there talking this shit about us that they are. And I'm going to react to it. Because there's got to be a counterbalance. There's got to be. Like I said, it would be quite easy for me to start up a channel to dedicate it to just talking shit about black women. I know my voice is unique, but they got voice changers. Then it's easy to become a faceless channel. There, I do have the technology upstream. I never have to go live. All I got to do is like O'Shea Dukes Jackson and just put out 15-minute streams. Every 2 or 3 hours. Put a voice changer on it. That's all I got to do.
Chat, meanwhile, these fuck niggas who keep on telling you, hey, fam, ain't none of these, hey, King Pix ain't no fucking member. Why these hoe ass niggas ain't no members? You call out the one member, you got one member down there, fam, and you call her out? You a clown, man.
Don't act like nobody love you, nigga, because if I was still up in Wisconsin and I had seen you cook that food and I ain't had no family up there, nigga, I'd have been eating that food with you, nigga. I'd have knocked on your door, nigga, say, give me a plate, nigga.
Rusa, you know I ain't talking about you. But what I'm saying is like Reese. She talking about they control me in a way, because this is said this.
I mean, shit, she the only member down that motherfucker. She should have some pull in this bitch, nigga. She the only member, nigga. The one member in the chat, you want to talk shit to her, but you got all these hoe ass niggas in here wrenched up. You a clown, bruh.
But Taz, you know, with the YouTube, you know, with the YouTube, people do members in order to see all the stuff that's on members only, bro. People would do that.
Hold on, Taz, this starting to sound way more different than love, though, for real. Love feels like this shit. Just you think you doing it's not coming off like you got my back at all.
Yeah, bro, and it shouldn't be. If you want niggas to just kiss your ass, then it's not. When you do that to me, nigga.
Different.
You want me to lie to you and tell you that the only member down there is the person that needs to be called out? You want me to lie to you and say that?
I just happened to see it, and she made this statement. I'm like, dog.
What I asked
in the chat.
Question.
Hey, just me. If you wants to talk shit in the chat and be disrespectful, put it on $1. Put it on $10. Put your money where your mouth is at.
That makes sense, yo.
Support the stream.
Why the fuck would I pay you to talk shit? Huh? Why would I pay you money to talk shit? Huh? Does that make sense to anybody? I want to insult you, but first I'm gonna pay you for it. Let it make sense. I was watching a stream the other day where somebody paid over $200 to come back on the stream to talk shit. I wish the hell I would. I'd have gone on about my day. I don't know about y'all, but I'd have went on about my damn day. Pay nobody no $200 just to get up and argue a point. Hey, Angelica, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, thank you.
Go, John God, Uda, y'all can drop y'all channels in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Taz to Go and who else got it? And Uda on the Go. Y'all can drop y'all chats.
Hey, man, the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't want you to say it's about clout, right? I don't want you to run this, and they saying my name because it's about clout. No, it ain't gonna be about clout. It's gonna be about you sitting up here letting a white bitch lie on me, nigga.
I don't know how to let this white bitch, I don't know, a white woman lie on you.
I ain't did shit to this bitch, nigga.
You didn't sign me
and
out.
I told you that. But she sent you a couple dollars to play with me.
You were gonna time me out.
She sent you JP. She sent you a couple dollars to play with my name, my nigga.
Wait,
that's what
I'm saying. It's not about the money.
Nah, JP. It's bigger than that, JP.
Hold on. So all she doing is the same shit that you say people do to me. Reacting to content. So she heard you say some stuff, and she just reacting to you. Taz, I didn't see no disrespect when I seen it. All I just seen, he calling you stupid.
I'm reacting to her.
You call me stupid. That's all I seen.
Yes, that's
I'm
stupid.
trying to see you moderate that.
Yes.
JP, doesn't Blue Jay you got a channel, bro? Young Blue Jay got a channel that you find, bro.
Why should I have to try to get JP's attention?
Bad that the white woman, the only one that hit the link with so many people have something to say. Y'all niggas love talking about me in the goddamn chats and shit, but I've literally stayed and no one wants to approach me with none of the shit you're saying in the chat. And I understand why.
Now, this part, what I don't understand is, folks, what would make Jay Prince or John Gold or anybody else who thinks like these black men, and I'm using that term loosely, think that they would say what they say about black women and get so damn offended when somebody calls a white woman out of their name? What kind of new phenomenon is that? Anybody? Anybody figure that out yet? How you as a black man can look at yourself and stand up in the mirror and know that you are talking to someone with a skin complexion that either is like yours, might be a little darker hue or might be a little lighter hue, but still out in the world they identify as a black woman, talk shit about her and then get mortified, upset, to the point that you want to throw hands because if somebody said something derogatory or called a white woman out of her name. That loose nigga Tommy Sotomayor came over here to defend that white woman that was in blackface. That's why he showed up on my channel that day for nothing more, nothing less. Because has he been back since? Of all the other topics that I've ever done, have you, any of y'all have ever been around me for years? Have you ever seen Tommy Sotomayor decided to speak up on the white woman talking shit about black women in blackface? All of a sudden, here he come. You're not gonna talk about her like that, not without me saying something about it.
Lame ass niggas.
John, what you say about everything, man?
Man, I think this is yeah, why I think it is very difficult for blacks to have businesses for blacks to have businesses, you know, that appeal to diverse audiences.
Shenard, dumbass. Shenard over here too.
Because
Shenard, pathetic ass. Shatard.
Because I think that blacks and whites more or less behave themselves differently. You can see, you know, kind of, you know, how the panel behaves, and I think you know, on a deeper level, this is what's kind of sad, and that a lot of your supporters are being ridiculed by some of your other supporters. It's very difficult to run a business. I see this all the time.
Yeah, you come up here talking shit about Jay Prince, talking about his kitchen and his house is dirty. Let it make sense, folks. See, that's why you let them talk. They tell on themselves. 1 minute you talking shit about Jay Prince, as my friend Classic Ruby would say, 1 minute you're giving him a backhanded compliment. Now the next minute you're trying to defend him. Don't make sense, do it. Y'all folks is light work, man.
As a landlord, you know, and this is one of the reasons, one of the things I talk about why blacks stay so poor, because it's very hard to, you know, it's very, very difficult. You see the blacks are laughing and clapping. Yeah, it's very difficult to do business trying to, you know, it's very difficult trying to, you know.
There's Nyla in the background laughing at this dumbass nigga.
Walk that fine line between dealing with blacks you probably feel very comfortable with, and then, you know, the white people that want to support you like Blue Jay, they're just not going to come around.
They're just not going to come around.
That very well may be funny, but you know, Blue Jay,
ain't none of y'all can do to stop me from coming around, though.
Yeah, right.
But, so I understand that y'all got conditional support, and that's the problem. Like I said, I'm just glad you're acknowledging that your support is conditional. Hey, JP, let us say what we want to say, and we'll keep coming around. Bitch, I'm gonna say what I want to say and keep coming around. You understand the difference, John Galt? Fuck you and that white bitch, nigga.
Yeah, I understand.
What's wrong with these niggas? These fucking ass niggas.
Be careful, bro. Down hand and south.
See the difference between me, 777, and Taz is Taz has no filter. I do. I have a filter, and that's where my sometimes that's where my stuttering comes from. I won't really call it a stutter. It's just that I don't like speaking to or about anybody that way. It doesn't come on, and I'm not saying that it's just natural for my man Taz, but it is what it is. And he said it like so matter of factly. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's not that I'm. How do I say this? It's not that I'm stuttering on purpose. I try to make sure that what the words that I use are not so far in there that you can't say, well, damn, you was really hard on that person. Or what you said wasn't necessary. Yeah, that's what even made it even more funnier there, right, Short? The way he said it. I gotta back up a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
I was only getting 20, 30 views because I haven't been doing content like that. He also brought a lot of people that financially support. We got BBB in the chat, Ryan in the chat, Raz Girl come over here and send money.
Yeah, time BBB out, man. Time BBB out for 88,000 seconds. Nigga, it's up, nigga. I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. Take my wrench, nigga. I'm telling you what it is with me, nigga. I'm him, nigga. Now what? What you talking about, nigga? Now what, nigga?
And you guys did that.
Turn that fuck nigga out for 88,000 seconds since he shouted him out. Since he shouted him out right after he had the audacity to say my name. Turn that bitch out, nigga.
Witch doctors or freebies.
Stop saying my motherfucking name and playing with me, nigga. These niggas playing with me and you don't say shit to them. So I'm going to check them, nigga. You know, and you got a dirty ass white bitch talking at the same time. As you got niggas spamming my name in the chat. No, nigga. No, bruh. Get rid of me then.
It's not your channel.
So let me ask you a question.
Fuck you, you dirty ass, irrelevant ass cracker white bitch.
Say that BBB.
I don't give a damn, bro, JP. Get rid of that white bitch because she antagonizing, bro. That's real shit, bro. She antagonizing toward tag, bro. I know what the fuck that shit is, bro. I done seen this shit over a period of life, bro. That bitch is doing something, bro. Shit.
Man, listen. Hold on once, man.
I'm gonna drop down. I just don't.
Hold on, stay muted. So I said BBB financially support me real heavy.
Yes.
And you asking to basically get rid of that.
No, I'm asking that you understand when I say motherfucker shut the fuck up saying Taz's name that you stay out of it. But you telling me that they can pay you to talk shit to me.
No, I didn't even know BBB.
I'm telling you that motherfucker can't help you when I embarrass you, nigga. He can't help you. He can't pay you enough to lift the embarrassment. The fuck you talking about? Nigga, I don't fuck with you like that. I don't do what these other people do. And you're not finna play me like I ever have. You're not finna talk to me in any way, shape, or form, bitch. Like I ain't supported you despite you threatening my wife and all type of shit that your pussy ass done did over the years. I'm the one stood by you despite all the fuck shit you did to me personally. So while these hoe ass niggas in the chat with their little wrenches and all this little fuck shit, you better remind them niggas how we got cool. You better remind them niggas why we cool. Bitch ass nigga. You my motherfucking brother, nigga. Not these hoe ass niggas. I don't give a fuck what they pay you, nigga. Have them niggas pay you when I'm dragging you then. Now how you want it, bruh? The fuck you talking about? I ain't never did shit to you wrong. Never played you, watched you play yourself for years. And now I decide to tell you, bruh, stop playing yourself. And you got the audacity to try me. Bitch on the panel. Man, you got me fucked up, nigga. You better move the conversation on, nigga. If you know like I know, you better move the conversation the fuck on, nigga. Wrong motherfucking person, nigga. I ain't motherfucking Anton Daniels or none of them niggas, nigga. I ain't never fucking used you. And you've always been usable, nigga, and you know it. From day motherfucking one.
You always been usable, and you know it. From day motherfucking one, J Prince. That's your friend telling you this. This ain't no stranger to you, nigga. That's somebody that knows you intimately, inside and out, that's telling you this. You gonna let these so-called friends of yours pay you some money to shut me up of all the shit you done talked about my wife. Nigga, I done sent you money to take care of you and your damn children. And you gonna let some white broad come up here. And look how Jay Prince is looking. You know that's the look of you right, man. You right, man. That's why I didn't interrupt you, Taz. And I'm sure you had a lot more to say. That was not somebody that was just mad. That was somebody that was disappointed. There's a difference. I'm disappointed in you, nigga. I'm disappointed in the fact that I got to come up here and tell you some shit that I was telling you in private. And now because you don't want to hear it, you're going to let these fuck niggas up here pay to silence me. When I tried to tell you this shit behind the scenes, but you didn't want to listen. Instead, you came on your streams talking shit about me and my wife. Whether you like Taz or not, there's certain things even the mafia don't do. The mafia did not talk about children. They did not talk about each other's wives. Off limits.
A motherfucker could have used you. Taz ain't never fucking used you, nigga. When I was dragging other niggas saying shit that wasn't even as bad as you. You saying shit worse than some of the niggas I dragged, nigga. Don't try me. Some dirty ass white bitch on the panel, nigga. With some fuck niggas in the chat who won't even hit the link to speak for themselves. Because if we being real, nigga, I thought Blue Jay was a man. The fuck I look like acknowledging a white bitch.
I purposely didn't put my channel name. I don't want anybody coming over there. Thanks. But the point is, I'm not using JP.
Girl,
what are you talking about?
Man, don't talk to me.
Okay.
JP, why is this white bitch still talking and trying to antagonize Taz, bro? I see what the fuck this shit is, bro.
She could.
That shit crazy, bro. This internet shit, bro. Y'all was some regentified niggas, bro. I see what the fuck this shit is, bro.
You got it, bro. I'm done talking about it, bro. I'm not gonna crash out because I want better for you, nigga. You got it. I'm not gonna say shit else about what you doing, nigga. And I'm not gonna sit on my channel and talk about you, bro, because I'm better than that. Actually.
And Jay Prince, the very last time that I was on your channel, I typed into your chat room. I said, Jay Prince, it's not that I'm coming over here fucking with you. I want you to do better. I want you to be better. And if it's me fucking with you like this to finally push you over the edge to doing better, I accomplished my mission. I ain't gotta like you, but I want you to do better. I want you to be a better person than you are. If not for yourself, but for your children. I don't think he can, Big J. That's the point, though, brother. I don't think he can. Remember the conversation? I know you was there. So I'm going to speak on it now. Remember the conversation that Brownsville came up? You was on the panel. That Brownsville came up there and I said that Jay Prince is unsavable. And he tried to call me out saying, no, Mr. Music, you can't say that about everybody. But you know, I said, no, in this case, I'm talking about Jay Prince. He is unsavable. But he tried to call me out for that. And that was 6, 7, that was almost a year ago. And look at this nigga right now, still doing the same shit. No food cart. Still on the live stream. Still calling black women out their name. What about that is savable? Brownsville turning his back on somebody that, like they say, ABT, you better learn to fry fish, because that's what the Bible says. You don't feed a man fish, you teach him how to fish. How many folks done tried to teach Jay Prince how to fish? How many? No, Brownsville ain't here. I'm just using him as he might be out in the clouds, but what I'm saying is that's what he called me out one time, saying that I shouldn't have said that about Jay Prince. I don't know why, but that keeps sticking in my mind. Because I thought about I took serious reservation. What was Brownsville saying? Was he right about what he was saying? Was he right for calling me out about saying that Jay Prince ain't shit?
Got real, actual fucking love for you, but I cannot
Make
fucking
her show you her face, JP.
Wait,
make her show you her face, bro. If she can't show you her face, bro, you better be weary, nigga.
I live in
Make her show you her
How is
face.
that
You
not
ain't got
helpful
to
to
see
make
it, nigga.
connections
You
and
need to start
network
seeing who you really talking to, JP.
for
If
opportunities?
she don't show you her face, bro, you fucking up. I'm telling you, JP. That shit always hit us in our ass. In the long run, bro. You talking to ghosts, bro. If you ain't never seen her face and she got that much pull, bro.
What do you think I
You
want?
fucking up, bro. That's how they. That's how niggas. That's how niggas be ending up in bad situations, bro.
I gotta sit, but Ronnie, I gotta sit here and watch niggas lie to him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to like. The last one I said was like
That nigga sold out for $5. You done sold your soul for $5, JP.
I have
That's
a
crazy.
middle to low. I'm a single.
Hey man, y'all niggas.
$5. That's what he did. So I don't think Taz stays up here very much longer after this. I don't think so. But I wanted to get to that part and something else. Now, because I think Taz is gone now. No, I think he's gone now.
Disrespectful, and they not mad. They like the white man more than Taz. LMAO.
Nigga can't read.
I'm at this point. I'm just trying to moderate. I done lost my train of thinking.
And
at this point, the conversation really ain't. The conversation that I was having, it seemed like yield to somewhere else. And
no, just slow yourself down. This is Black House, JP. Just slow your train of thought down and just do your show, man. It's
the Izzy Bands of the world can't appeal to these people.
Okay, here we go.
They don't have that. What you got? You got natural raw talent. Nobody's gonna tell you that. A lot of people are gonna be jealous because you got that raw dope. It's raw dope.
JP, you're just a funny dude. Humor is the ultimate aphrodisiac to people. If you can be funny, JP,
fucking raw
everybody will lower their guard and let you in.
Fucking raw dope.
And JP, why do you think you're like how that's why I told you from the beginning. I like you because you're like me. You know where you stand with you are who you are. You don't give an F. And that's fucking breath, JP. In modern day where everyone's a fake fuck, it's funny and great to see someone who don't give a fuck.
You got a
It's
white man
funny,
here telling
JP.
You got a white man here telling you, encouraging, pushing you along. Like,
JP, I've told you want to make $1,000 in a day. Go set up your car in University of Wisconsin's parking lot in a game.
I said your name is Toby. Kunta Kinte. Damn.
hurt your audience here for you to answer this question. Who are your biggest supporters, whites or blacks? And I ain't talking about just on this channel. When you go to other channels, when people send super chats, like extend the show for JP. I want to hear more JP.
White.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Then
JP, who are the ones, JP, who are the ones that were encouraged you to go to church, go to food places, get a job, get your bar license, get your car? I was saying that the whole time, right, JP? I was saying get your bartender license.
No, this was the black women. If you folks have been following Jay Prince for any amount of time, you know it's the black women that's in his chat room. Now, I'm going to give y'all credit for this. JP, get off your ass. JP, take better care of them girls. JP, them's his girls. JP, why you always got your oldest daughter doing shit for you? She needs her own space. I don't hear no white folks telling you that shit, Jay Prince. I've seen several black women send their hard-earned money to you simply because of those little black girls that you got there. Even though they know you're going to fuck it up. You was like seeing a wino on the corner, Jay Prince. I know you're going to fuck it up, but I'm going to give you the money anyway.
Make a mobile bar, JP. You can go to college campuses with your personality, JP. You can get all those girls laughing, getting drinks, taking shots with these girls. You could make tons of money streaming that in a day, JP. Nobody's doing that.
Let me ask you this question. Of all the people who see your potential, be honest, would you say it's mostly whites or blacks?
Whites.
That's what I'm talking about.
Most black people, they
did what your friend did, JP. I'm gonna cut you down if you don't make the white man obey me. I don't give a shit if you make money, but I gotta punish the white man for my ego.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, man, you know, I look at your talent, bro, and I really, you know, again, like you.
Well, Jay Prince, I know you won't be able to serve alcohol because you went to try and go get a liquor license and they told you not no, but fuck no.
Trapped. You know what I'm saying? Your most vocal supporters are going to be blacks. Your financial supporters are going to be white. That's a difficult paradigm to operate in. That is very true. You understand? Very, very true.
And I'm gonna bring
this is a moment of JP. This is a moment of carpe diem. You got to seize the day here. Remember, the fortune favors the bold, JP. You're going to even have to make the decision to make that leap to either make a ton of money, but risk it all to make that ton of money, or sit down and just be dragged down and just be mediocre. One or the other. Every businessman.
Okay. Y'all put a 1 hour chat room in the chat. If Jay Pre told y'all he was holding a comedy concert, how many would y'all go? If the ticket was $5, how many of y'all would pay for a ticket to watch Jay Prince up on stage? Huh? How many of y'all? Anybody? Anybody would put up some money to go see Jay Prince in comedy? What do you think if he went to Showtime at the Apollo? Do you think he would get a standing ovation? Or would the Sandman come and swipe his ass up off the stage? Yeah, everybody has jokes that's funny, but that don't mean that you can do it for a living. I say some funny shit, but I know I'm not a comedian. I think I'm at some point in time, I think I'm quite witty, but I know better that I could not stand up on the stage for 30 minutes and tell jokes. I don't know though.
And makes to that point eventually where they go, I got this opportunity to make this deal and blow my business up 100 times, but I'm going to risk it all.
I'm going to tell you something I saw the other day, man. This shit, it really sickened me. I think I texted you. I saw Izzy Bands doing a react to you. He was just talking so much cat, and I don't really like that nigga, man.
I ain't pay attention to it.
He was talking cash shit about you, like just dragging you. And I asked Izzy Bands, I said, man, like, if you don't like this guy, why even talk about him? Why go up on a panel with him? And he was like, I don't go up on a panel with JP. If JP up on a panel, if I'm on a panel with JP, it's because I was there first. And you remember when you up on Drip's panel?
John,
you remember you up
he's mad.
JP, it don't matter what
John, go. Let me take
John,
Go is the money.
Everybody know I'm a real nigga.
John Go is.
I keep it real. And bro, when you went up on Drip's panel, and the day or two before, that nigga, that big hat wearing nigga, Izzy, will talk all this cash shit. I don't fuck with JP. I don't go up on his panel. As soon as you show up on Izzy, or up on Drip, here come Izzy. You remember that?
Yeah.
Now, if he find you so deplorable, why the hell he following you around? Now, if he were there before you got there, that's one thing. But he came up when he saw you there, and then I'm sure he went back and reacted to it. That's disgusting.
Okay, so wait a minute. So wait a minute there, John Go. I'm on a platform, and I just happened to see you up on the porch. Should I not come? Did that make sense? You ain't got, listen, it's like the scenario that I explained earlier, folks. You know, the shit's on your algorithm, you see it and you click on it. It ain't the first thing you check. Let me see if Izzy Man's on the panel. Izzy Man's up there? Oh, I got to go. Now, there's some people, once I'm in the chat room and I see them come up on the panel, time to go. As a matter of fact, a lot of times you folks see me type it in the chat room. Oh, that nigga on the platform, I got to go. So I remove remove myself from that particular stream. Got to make no announcements about it. You ain't got to say, hey, why you following me? Nigga, I'm not following you.
It's only disgusting to me because he disparages you while following you around to make money off you. That's fucking disgusting.
Okay, JP, the power in a negotiation, I do contract negotiations. JP, when you negotiate with a contract, the power in the relationship lies with the one who cares the least. You can not give a shit because you draw the views, you draw the money. So you have the power in the negotiating.
Let me just say this first off. I wasn't planning on being here this long, so I got about another 20 minutes. I'm going to do another 20 minutes, and I got to stop to get me something to eat because I got an appointment at 10 o'clock, 10:30. I got to handle that business. But look here, Lord, look at here. The nigga that I started off the show with is on the panel. CT, Chaotic Truth, John Galt, Jay Prince, and Leonard. 4 loose niggas at one time on the panel. Let's see what they got to say.
Start considering yourself valuable.
Well, you know, hold on, JP. You got to hold Leroy off because he running him out. You know, JP, Charleston White.
Really, you crispy bastard? Now, JP, didn't I tell you the same thing? Charge people to go on that panel.
JP, you got to put these niggas.
He's literally talking.
JP, I know he's literally talking, but he's gonna insult me.
No, it's Leonard. Don't come up.
Okay, I got you, JP.
JP, when you look at the business model, JP,
we got a lot of people that didn't get in, so I want to get everybody a chance to speak. Go ahead, Don.
JP. Okay. We talk offline a lot, man, and honestly, I've been looking at like the Charleston White business model.
These niggas been got to you,
and I went to see Charleston White here in DC, man. He had a packed house, and he charged for pictures. You want to take
Y'all look. I want y'all to look at Leonard. Look at that motherfucker's mouth. Do you think by now, Leonard, you have not seen yourself on camera and say, you know what? Let me cam up, especially while I'm eating. Look like you're struggling keeping them goddamn fangs in your mouth. I won't call them teeth. I got to call them motherfuckers fangs. I would hate to get bit by you. I'd rather get bit by a snaggle-tooth jackass than for you to bite me. The way you chewing. Y'all look at that nigga.
Picture with him out the stream, whatever.
Look.
Now, he's not like a guy that has his own channel. But he makes a shitload of money blowing up other people's channels. Say cheese, so on and so forth. And that very well could be you, bro. Like a lot of people, you gotta put these laughing ass cackling hyenas back. Why don't you just put the people down?
JP, wouldn't you rather have a friend tell you, yeah, you can do it, JP? Wouldn't you rather have a friend tell you can do it?
JP, I'm about to give you some dope. Like, why don't you put everybody down for me, CT? Why don't you put everybody down except for me, CT?
Want to go sit on Anton Daniels'
I'm gonna give you
couch?
some real dope, bro. I'm gonna give you some real dope. Everybody's except for me and CT and Imperius, maybe, right? I can't look at Lil.
I'm bringing all y'all back up.
Right. And bro, trust me, you know I've never asked you for $1, never asked you to come up on my show, nothing like that. But I've been looking at, and I'm a software developer, so I look at patterns. You may not be a guy, it's possible, that can run your own channel. The marketing, the clipping, the editing, all that. I don't know what you do behind the scenes. I ain't coming on it. I don't watch your channel enough to know, to be honest. But I do know wherever you go, you bring that fire. Like Charleston White. You're very similar to Charleston White. Very similar. And so that may be where your bread is buttered. Everyone keeps saying to you to follow the Charleston White model. What does Charleston White do? He charges people to go on their panels. And he said, hey, it's up to you to monetize it. He had an issue with the Dancer Project. Are you familiar with this?
No, I haven't heard of it.
So Charleston White had an issue with the Dancer Project. CT, are you familiar with the Dancer Project?
No.
So basically, Charleston White said, look, nigga, I'm bringing you the dope. I'm going to come up on your panel. It's 10 bands an episode.
Oh, nigga, please. Nigga, please.
Right? And so he told the Dancer Project, you better cut this dope up and sell it when I come up. And the dope up and selling it. You understand what cutting the dope up? You understand it, right, JP? Right? You understand? You take an ounce, you break it down, and you said,
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
It's your job to sell it in dimes and nicks. That's clips.
Right.
That's Charleston White's money.
You big dummy.
No.
Yeah, he don't got
Does
one.
anyone know what he's selling? But wherever he go, he get paid to bring the dope. That's kind of you.
You niggas ain't shit.
That's fair.
Right? Like, the channels you go to are bigger than yours, and you bring that dope. You help them make money. That's where
it's even
business
simpler.
is.
JP, you ever seen athletes go to conventions?
You niggas ain't shit.
Sit there, sign that. But everyone pays for them for everything, their meals, their everything, their hotel, and they get paid. And if they have to do anything extra, they negotiate a cut. That's what JP. You're an athlete.
Yeah. And really, the you got to shift the onus onto the people whose panel you come up on. You say, hey man, I'm giving you some dope. You need to clip it, cut it, shorts, videos, whatever. Instagram, TikTok, whatever the fuck it is. I'm coming up on one channel. It's up to you to monetize it across all channels. That's your role. That's your business. That's your like honeypot right there. Trust me.
Earlier, JP, how many people earlier on the panel were saying, you let these JP, they don't want you to escape their failure because you'll remind them that they're failures.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucker.
JP, do you not understand? This is the whole reason why black people, when they succeed, get the fuck away from other black people. Not because they're racist, not because they like white people, because white people will leave them alone and at least let them fucking get richer.
Yo, CT, do you find this shit amazing, honestly? Like, what JP's experiencing?
I do. I think it's
shit really amazing.
JP, it's not, this isn't new. Ask any successful black person in Hollywood.
You know, I can say this. I want to say this.
Am I wrong, John? Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong? Have they all not said this story?
Hey, where are the white women at?
Well, I'm curious to hear what
I want to say this. What I have seen today, all of the friends and stuff like been threatening my channel or coming from me.
What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face.
What?
Slap.
And that's what needs to happen to you. when you let these folks come up on this platform and tell you the best thing that you could basically be, fuck it. The only thing that you can be is somebody's doormat. He's trying to convince you that your friend or the folks that come up there to tell you to do better, to be better, has anything to do with their race or where they come from. They see you as a black man struggling, that's putting your whole life in front of their face, good, bad, or indifferent. And the only reason that we know about your life, Jay Prince, is because you put it in front of us. And for what I've seen of it, and the people that you hang around with, Imperious, Lefty Lightfoot right here, and John Gold, you destined to fail, brother. Because if these are the three men, the three wise men that you're taking advice from, and you'll talk shit to Brownsville, and you'll talk shit to me, you're destined to fail. Kevin Sanders will be right about you. Your children won't come see you. Whatever folks you have left, they're gonna say, fuck it. They might claim your body after you gone. And I heard you talking about once you meet your demise. There's a set of numbers that tells you when you was born, and there's gonna be a set of numbers that say that you're gonna die. In between that, Jay Prince, there's a line. You know what that line in between those born date and that death date represents? Your life. How the fuck are they gonna fill it in? What they gonna put in that line? Are they gonna put, was you a good man? I doubt it. Are they gonna put that you were a adventurous man? I doubt it. Would they say that you was a daddy? Maybe. But chances are it'll just be blank because nobody will remember you. Nobody will give a fuck who you are. The only reason that I know you is because of YouTube. You let a white man come up there and convince you that you are right. Listen to this. Let me finish this up.
To me, it was a signal that I done made it.
Made it to what?
You know, this is how I'm really taking it. You know, instead of me taking it personal, I think that I really just made it. And they don't want to let me go because they feel like if I make it too far, they're gonna lose grip of me.
Made it to what,
Like
Jay?
what?
What is your accomplishment? What are you talking about? Where did you make it to? That is the question. That is the final question that I want to ask you. Folks, if you want to see this, you can go over to the link, and I think Taz comes back up and gets on Imperious a little bit. I don't like giving Imperious the music. No, I'm not going on a date tonight. I got to go to work. I got to go to work. I got a radio station I got to run. No, I got to go to work later on. She says that I have a date. No, I got a radio station I got to run. Yeah, but Jay Prince, it's not on me. It's not on anybody else to correct you. You got to correct yourself, brother. Because every time I see this shit from you, CT, and John Gold, and they send it to me, we'll talk about it. John Gold, you next. You're the next runner-up on the Loose Nigga Roundup. I already collected what I needed to collect about you. CT, look like the damage is already done to you. Looks like I'm late to the party. They already talked cash shit about you. I'm just catching on. She said where she was. But let me go ahead and close this out here. But again, folks, thanks everybody for hanging on up there with me. Jay Prince, Good luck to you. Listen, my advice to you is to review this stream. Don't review it. Just listen to it. CT, you know where to find me if you care to debate. I don't think you want to come up against me, though. I really don't think you want to. You're light work. John Gold, I'll finish destroying you later. Jay Prince, Gorgesta that you are, you'll show up on somebody else's stream. Taz took care of you today. You're going to be talked about in the YouTube streets for about a week now. But my job is done. Other folks are going to expose you. There's going to be some more shit that's coming down the pike. He that baby's daddy. It just begun on you, sir. You have been exposed, Jay Prince. The folks are going to see who and what you are. I'm going to give you a little hint. I seen the picture already. It's coming. Elton John made a song called I Seen That Movie Too. I already seen it. Yeah, they're going to be smoking off the J-Pack. Maybe all winter. I know you're going to make it all the way through Christmas. Have a holly jolly Christmas. They're going to talk about you all the way up into the new year, Jay Prince. How Taz got you. How Imperious got you. How you still ain't got your fucking card up yet. You're going to get it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me get on up out here. Y'all be cool. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be live Saturday night at a little bit after. Well, I won't be live. It's a recorded show. It's Saturday night. It's called the Red Velvet Silky Smooth R&B Show. Y'all check that out. I'll be live on Sunday from 8 to 11 playing hit music from the decades, plus some new tunes and some Christmas music for you. I'll try and put on a Christmas show for you folks either on YouTube or on the radio station. The link is down in the description. Again, of course, when I go live on YouTube, I'll probably try and play some Christmas music for you folks. All right. In the meantime, good night, Angelica. Good night to Miss J. Good night to Black. Good night to who else we got over there? Good night, Sharp Willie. Good night, Big J. Good night to, I'll say it because you came on through dinner with 777. Thank you for hanging out there with me. I guess you found out the hard way. I ain't light work. Good night there to Zahara, ABT, all the folks. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I missed you all. Big J, appreciate you hanging out there with me. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Watch your 3, your 6, and your 9. Let me play this on the way out the door for you.
Look, all you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddamn it talking about preaching preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We're taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want, look,